Good morning. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Oh, what a cold morning we're having. How's everybody doing today? Good morning, Gary. Beach life. Deep, dark, and disturbing. Megan. Jennifer. Lee the Bee. Real life asshole. Agent 99. Dawn. Jennifer. Ellie. How's everybody doing? We're halfway through this week, and I can't wait for this week to end. Hey, Poetic. We got Meg. Good morning. Liberty Farmer. Bio. Proud Fur Mom. Colleen. Good morning. Chaos and Lisa. Pet My Peeves. Betty. The Jennifer. Jackie. Miss Mad Dog. Gemma with the 39. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Goody Two Shoes. Gamers Cruising. CJK. Jason. Cindy Kane. M. Walton. Good morning. Happy Beach. Hey, Johnny. Bibmal. Reese Cup. Kathy. Losing my voice. Texas. Good morning. Hot Pink. My Michelle. Kelly. Tracy. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Dogs Over Human. Cracked Jacks. Lady Canine. Listen, I don't have an intro, so I'll just say good morning to everybody. Hey, Lady Saga. Marina Girl. Grammy's Place. Miss Lavabird. Crazy Girl Oddities. Mama Purge. It has been, Ellie. Grammy H. Banana Pug. Love your name. Lindsay. Scoose Baby. Maize and Blue. Full of Heart. Mwah. Good morning, is your girl. Tutti Fruity. Sharon. Fixing a snap. You know what? I'm fixing a snap too. So if I start to get a little out of control, drop a ice cube in the chat and tell me to cool down. All right. Because what I just read has me pretty worked up. Hey, Elena, thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Copa said it. Jackie Blue, Okie, Sherry, Bathtub Mary, Michael, Akira, Cheech Brown, Megan coming through with the 40 months. Someone is about to fabo again, and I'm here for it. I had no idea. Good morning, Meg. Angel, good morning. And why Canine Julie would do what she did, her CO should be, yeah, well, we'll find out. Hey, Preppy, Jalen, Roberta, Percolate, good morning. Pika, Pick Me, thank you for hitting the thumbs up. And thank you for writing that message. Holy shit, 40 months. That is insane. You bitches are stuck with me, I'll tell you. I would never hunt down a subscriber or anything, but I will hunt down my mods. They can't leave. They are held hostage all day. Oh, see, Lori with the 48 months, 4 years. Golly gee. Gee golly. That is insane. I have really been blessed with you ladies and Gary, and I can't thank you enough. That's insane. Hey, Just Murray. Simmer on down now. I will try. Ooh, I guess it's both, right? Hey, DDG. KNS, good morning. BVSM, good morning. Oh, I'm your favorite. Thank you. Hey, Palm Tree. That is really so sweet. You better not tell everybody they're your favorites. Hey, Lynn Lovelight. Good morning, Laura. Oh, I got 2 favorites this morning. What? You guys better stop it. Look, Crime Chronicles said, bitches, I am not. Listen, I love that you changed your name. Oh, give me 1 second. All right, that is fucking hysterical. And I don't blame you. I'm just catching up. Like, I'm trying to catch up to all the pieces of what's been happening. I literally haven't watched anything. And I heard a little bit of this whole crime reels and cram it and what, oh man. I don't know what's quite going on there. Hey, Irony Rose. Good morning, Seashell, Tea Guzzler. Hi from the UK. That's so cool, AH. Thank you for coming. Hey, Mama. Best grandma ever. Miss Liverbird coming out, showing out too with the 37 months, saying love our girls and Gary. So do I. Well, Pet My Peeves, I just won't tell you that I'm going to hunt you down. Shh. All right, I'm going to catch up in time now. Sorry. Ooh, we got another one. 18 months from Australia. How cool is that? Like, how amazing is it that we can reach around the world? That is so cool. Hey, Cold Hearted. Thank you so much for being a member. Oh my God, 4 months of gifted memberships. You guys are the best. Seriously. Crazy Karate with the 13. Mark safe from Discord. I know that's right. All right, I'm coming down. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Phonics. If I missed any of you coming in, I apologize. Hey, Whitebird. Nanny, good morning. Good morning, Granny and chat. Listen at work. Thank you for being a member for 8 months. My head is spinning. Mine too. It's just too much to keep up on. I have too many real life things going on to like fully indulge in everything that's happening. I will say it breaks my heart. And I'm not kidding, I'm not exaggerating. It truly breaks my heart. Hey Sami, thank you so much. Always good to see you. An Angel Chip coming in with the gifted. Thank you. Oh, and shit, KNS coming in with the 10 gifted too. Thank you guys. It only loves VA coming in with the 198. I know I can't keep up either. It's too much. It was heard last night. I am disappointed and sick of the BS happening in all these channels. Yeah. It's where'd that go? I don't know. It sucks. It does. This whole like idea of like doxing each other and putting out people's addresses and people's relatives and people's children and people's partners, and I hate it. I don't like where we're at. But I'd be lying if I didn't say we've been at this place for a long time now. That is almost became norm. It is normalized. And that's devastating. I always go by the motto, do unto others what you want done to you. And it sucks that this is what's happening. Hey Phoebe. Chaos and Roses came in with 5 gifted. We've been gifted 16 memberships in the first 16 minutes of the show. Thank you. Thank you so much for the $50 super sticker, Angel. You know who? Boo boo. That reminds me when a judge says, Cindy, who? Lou? Who? It's the funniest moment. Exactly. Hey, Linz, good morning. For what to be a top dog? Right, Mamo Swifty. I don't get it. Real shouldn't be happening, but it is. And unfortunately, it does. And unfortunately, it impacts more than just the people you think you're impacting, right? Like you. I don't think people realize the impact it has on people's lives, on their family members, on the subscribers. It's a whole. You think you're just getting one up at one person, but there's a lot of people indirectly that it causes issues for, and it's sad. Hey, Darcy, good morning. Pebbles said thanks for the gifted membership, Chaos. Jeep Girl, good morning. Gilded. Good morning, Karen, the long game. It's really, thank you. I'm glad you were able to come in this morning. We'll give a few minutes and make sure that a certain somebody's awake and watching, because she's going to want to hear this one. She's going to want to hear this one. Hey, Down Under. I hope you are as well. Thank you. Hey, Postcards. Yeah, I think some people don't care, to be honest. And, it is what it is. I did particularly like, though, and I will call out, I heard a little bit of what happened last night. And I know people want me to be so upset or whatever, but everybody has a right to their feelings, dude. And I get where people are coming from. I get the hurt feelings. I'd be lying if I didn't say I have hurt feelings and sadness with me too. You know what I mean? It's not easy to go from, let's just say YouTube sometimes sucks, right? It really, really sucks. And I get how people feel, but I couldn't help but notice that a particular somebody that has a channel that, quite frankly, I have a history of not liking, doesn't like me either, kept trying to ask questions regarding my litigation. If you have questions regarding my litigation, come ask me. And better yet, if you don't trust my word, which you don't have to, and I don't give a fuck if you do or don't, how about trust the word of the judge? The judge has made it crystal clear that, do I have to pull it up again? Because I will. Over 400 documents, over 400 exhibits, X amount of pages were given to in an attempt to say that we live broadcasted a court hearing. The judge went over every last bit of it, every paragraph of it, and did not see any evidence of a live broadcasting because it simply didn't fucking happen. How can you claim that a live broadcast kept going on even after our phones were taken, you moronic idiots? Especially those of you that pretended to be so smart and so above the drama and only into true crime, then use your common fucking sense. You saw that too, Copa? I saw that too. I got screenshots of it. Even the other day at court, when they tried doing their little cross-examination and they brought up about live broadcasting, it was the judge that immediately interrupted and said there was no live broadcasting. You can't, you're out here accusing me of a crime. Do you understand that? Oh, if I have to put a name on it, it's going to become a bigger problem. They know who I'm talking to. Stop sitting out here trying to dig in to ask if I committed a crime. You would not. You want me to go into what crimes I believe you committed and or have proof you committed? I don't think so. The difference will be mine comes with receipts. Yours comes with bullshit. Oh, I know. Only on their channels do they not do drama. We all know the fucking act with these people. And if I'm misunderstanding your comments and that wasn't your intent, you know my fucking email. But for when I saw you were definitely trying to instigate, stir up shit, and try to get Jay, who again clarified, because it's the fucking truth, that there was no live broadcasting. Thank you for keeping your integrity with that, Jay. Give a fuck what anybody says. There are people that would get angry at you and would lie on you, and many people have. So I can always offer my gratitude when somebody, despite differences, doesn't change the narrative of everything and straight up lie on your name. There was no live broadcast that took place that day. End of. It's a serious fucking accusation. Matter of fact, at this point, anybody who's spreading it further, it is defamatory. And you people love lawsuits, don't you? I'm glad she did too, Tara Boom. I truly, truly am. Because like I said, there are many people who want it. There are many people that would just, to create hate and outrage and drama would lie or allow their anger to get them to lie. Because it didn't fucking happen, Ellie. She doesn't anything, doesn't think anything's going to happen. Well, if it's the one I'm thinking of, put a roach emoji in the chat and we'll get right into it. Shit has me hot, though. Like, you guys do realize by claiming that there was a live broadcasting, you are accusing me of a crime in which they tried taking to my local DA, a crime in which they tried taking to our local and state police in an attempt to have us arrested. If these people were good enough to fabricate this evidence, and God forbid the judge believed whatever fabrication they came up with, you do realize I'd be potentially going to jail. And some of you people are so sick that you would feed that narrative because you would love nothing more than for that to happen. But don't say something that might, cross a moral boundary, or we're going to pop out of our fucking hide in bushes and talk about that. But at the same time, have no problem going along in a chat box accusing me of a fucking crime that would take me away from my children. Someone could be in trouble for theft by deception. Just saying, they need to look in their own backyard. Well, you guys are going to love what we have here. And despite me talking it publicly to all of you, I am directly speaking to somebody else when I pull up what I'm about to pull up, because the games are done. The games are done. This is my livelihood. This is my real life. These are my children. This is my family. This is my neighborhood. So many people now for so long have gotten away with saying whatever they wanted over the internet. And that time has come to an end. And when each and every one of you, one by one, are held accountable for your statements, your actions, or your choice of words, you have nobody to thank other than your friend Brittney or your ex-friend Brittney, who opened up the door for litigation to be normalized around here. Let's just make that very clear. Hey, Billy. So am I, Candy B. I am so tired of the stupid games. I have no problem when YouTube is YouTube and it's just back and forth drama and it's shit talking, all that. I have no problem with that. how most of us are here for that. A little tit for tat, a little you're a dumb bitch. Well, you're an ugly bitch, whatever. I'm good with that. But that ended a long time ago when people decided it was okay to frivolously sue people and try to destroy their lives. It's no longer just a little, YouTube dispute. There's some things in life people and their words can really damage. Glad you're fighting back. Sure am. Free speech is becoming a thing of the past. I've learned that free speech is what you can afford to fight for. Not only that, but we do have free speech, but we don't have freedom from consequence, right? I think they're going to drop everything on Brittney. Brittney's too stupid to say that. I don't know what their plans are for Brittney, but I know what my plans are. As surely lacks around here, Judy Lou. You're right. Not to be mistaken with Cindy Lou, the famous now Cindy Lou. It is time for justice. Behind you, girl. Thank you, Mel's. All under a missing child's name. Isn't that sickening? Hey, Clemson girl. Nothing will change without consequence. Yep. I agree, Grammy's Place. I think that the people that are actually operating more like a RICO organization are those that we know always project. Hey, Steven. That's why I originally came to YouTube, just to troll and talk shit. That's not it. Beej is why we can't have nice things. I agree. Can't understand how she can accept all those people in her chat that have hurt you and talk so many lies on so many people. I don't get it either. Well, I kind of do and I kind of don't. No one should have paid attention to the trash as BHB, the Hat, and JLR. They have been scheming for years. Well, I know JLR is not scheming with Nick currently because Nick tried accusing JLR of crimes. This community has become unrecognizable. Mm-hmm. Your plans are what important. Everyone else's are BS. Thank you, Chief Girl. Alabama Mom, good morning. Hoping it won't be too long before you get your answer from the appeal being dismissed. I agree. Same dirty ass people doing the same dirty shit from one case to another. I've seen it with Summer Wells and other since. Jason, I truly think that unless there's court consequences, nothing will truly impact her behavior. That's sadly true. Free speech has never truly been free. Yeah, it is how much you can afford. So, like Ellie says, I truly think that unless there's court consequences, nothing will truly impact her behavior. So I did not know, nor did I become aware of until this morning, that there was a very bold defamatory accusation made against me. Can we get some ones in the chat if you guys are ready? Let's make sure she doesn't fall asleep while I'm speaking this, right? Jackie, thank you so much for being a member for a year. Thank you. That is so cool. Hashtag I stand with Granny. Thank you. Cannot wait until that gavel comes down in your favor. Oh, me either. It all started in poor Sebastian's name. So sad it'll not only be in court records, but a huge highlighted one it will be. Shame on Seth. Yep. One's in the chat. One's in the chat. Okay. Wow. You guys flooded with the ones. It's like the never-ending scrolling of sea of ones. Thank you, Tammy. I really appreciate that. So I can roll around in it naked. That's hysterical. Look, some of you are even coming out of the bushes to hit that one. Like, come on, bitch. Get to it. Sorry, let me respond to my niece really quick. Okay, sorry. Irony said, do it, lady. All right. We'll be yelling, fuck you, pay me. It's a good song. Bitch, you better have my money. Do you know that Rihanna was 15 years old when, what was his name? Jay-Z found her, and he actually had to take over and adopt her. so that she can stay in this country and become the wonderful music artist that she is today. Do you guys know that? Just a little side note. I thought that was pretty. So he literally took over. All right, I'll play this next, but let's get to that. All right. So let me clear my throat. You guys think she's watching? Somebody says sicko. I didn't see the snoring part. No. Hey, Mrs. Fletcher. Well, I don't know if he like necessarily adopted her, but he definitely became her sole provider. He his wife was a child when they met too. Oh, interesting. Well, he didn't. I don't think he slept with her. Um, but yeah. Hey, Solo. No, don't ever hesitate, Reese Cup. Don't ever hesitate. I'm telling you right now, I'm done with people attacking my chatters. I'm done with people feeling like they have to hide. I'm done with people feeling like it's okay to screenshot. From now on, I want you all to know if somebody takes your comment and takes a screenshot, let's say a certain busybody potato, which I hope you're listening so you can get this message back to your friend, because this is coming from my attorney, not me. It's not bullshit. This is as legitimate as it gets. Anyhow, if they take a screenshot of your comment in a post and they go and post on their community tab, you absolutely can privacy strike it. Stop letting these motherfuckers intimidate you all. We're done with it. Matter of fact, y'all keep going. I'll start doing the same to yours. All right. Yeah, he didn't actually adopt her, but he took Rihanna under his wing so that she could be in the States. Good morning, K Mystic. Hey, Solo. Many won't because they thrive on the drama, sis. Oh, I know that's right. If I say something in a chat, I want them to say it. Well, you know they do because, well, public chats. You think she got her notebook ready? Pick up your 7 devices, or is it 6 like ex-husbands, and get ready to record this for your friend because this is a serious thing. Navigator, how many years now has this woman been grossly obsessed with me? It is beyond concerning. But I'll tell you what, God bless the day that I met my attorney. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I have been so blessed with an amazing attorney. You know who has it? Dog the Bounty Hunter. Did y'all hear that Dog the Bounty Hunter's son is going to be represented by Joseph Lesniak? Now, oh man, I can't say too much. I got another court hearing coming, but yeah, bless their heart. Might as well just go ahead and put on the orange suit and say goodbye. Bless it be. Must be the payoff, though. I mean, what other payoff do you get? Hey, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I'll just leave it at that. I love that for him. Straight Talker says. Deep says, not surprised. Crazy. Remember when Dog the Bounty Hunter's son had the gun incident? I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. Dog the Bounty Hunter's stepson has been arrested for the fatal shooting of his son. His stepson was arrested Tuesday following an investigation that determined he fatally shot his 13-year-old son last summer while handling a firearm under the influence of alcohol. This could fit in so many places, and it's so sad that that's what goes to my mind when I read this. Gregory Secca, 39, who is the son of Dog's wife, Francie Fran, was charged with aggravated manslaughter of a child with a firearm. This was a heartbreaking and preventable tragedy, says the sheriff. Our detectives conducted an exhaustive and thorough investigation, examining every element of what happened through witness statements, forensic testing, subpoenas, search warrants, and more. I commend their hard work and professionalism in uncovering the facts in an incredibly difficult case. The aggravated manslaughter charge carries a potential penalty of life in prison. I have one February 19th, RKB. So he was on psychiatric hold after the July 13th incident. I'm glad to know that despite this guy being somehow and somewhat related to absolutely shoot me an email to Dog the Bounty Hunter, that he is still being held accountable. A lot of times, but yeah, so it was just announced that his lawyer, bless his heart, he described it as a freak accident. Inside the home, Seka repeatedly handled a firearm in the child's presence, practicing drawing it from his waistband and dry firing. The firearm had initially been made safe after the magazine was removed and a live round cleared from the chamber. At some point, however, the magazine was reinserted in a round chambered, at which Seka fired a single shot that fatally struck the child. Man, bless that baby's heart. I couldn't even imagine the pain of this. They detected the odor of alcohol, observed marijuana. Detectives later obtained search warrants for his medical records and a blood draw. Toxicology expert who analyzed the samples estimated that his blood concentration was above Florida's legal limit and concluded that he was impaired by alcohol. And y'all still want to keep making excuses about, oh, well, who cares that he was waving around a gun? And who cares that this was happening? Who cares that we heard a gun be cocked on a live stream? Who cares that they're drunk and paranoid? This is the type of shit that can happen when people are so careless and reckless and or intoxicated. And just like that, your life can be flipped upside down. I agree, Ellie. Yeah, he has to be working under somebody else, or, there's like a whole legal thing that goes with it. Lola said this happened at a party. One of my ex's husband's soldiers accidentally fired a gun and killed another soldier. Alcohol was involved. It's awful. It breaks my heart. No, he doesn't practice in Florida. He likely has, if I had to, I mean, there's ways around it. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably, he's working underneath somebody else. They posted on behalf of Dog Bounty Hunter and then tagged them. In the Chapman family, we acknowledge that Gregory Seka has been arrested in Collier County, Florida, and is facing charges aggravated manslaughter of a child with a firearm, using a firearm while under the influence, arising from the July 2025 death of his 13-year-old son. This remains devastating, permanently changed. We respect the ongoing investigation by Collier County Sheriff's Office and the court process, and we will not litigate this matter in media. Because this is now pending. We have no further comment at this time. Amazingly, though, they had to make sure everybody knew that he was representing him. Now he has no further comments. And this is just something they want litigated in the media. But when it came to our litigation, they diarrheaed it all over the internet. Anyway, let's get into the real shit here. Can we get some roach emojis in the chat? I never really get to experience what it feels like to have roach. I don't even want the roaches. Never mind. Do something else, not roaches. Ugh. The thought alone. God, gee golly, can you even imagine? Oh, you guys did it. Damn it, you didn't hear me quick enough. Any of you get the like literal chills up your body when you think of fucking roaches? Like, oh God. Ooh, thank you for the butterflies. That was very refreshing. We got some pandas. Appreciate the pandas. Evelyn hitting a thumbs up. Thank you for doing that. Dogs already even said no. Akira put the unicorns. We got some drum rolls. There we go. Maybe dog can use the reward to bail his son out. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Good morning, darling Tammy. It's the heebie-jeebies all the way. Life's, ugh, gosh. All right, we're going to get started. Happy feet. Tracy, thank you for hitting a thumbs up. Good morning, my friend. Is there snot emojis? Hey, BJ, get some Alpine for the roaches. My boyfriend used to work in pest control. Listen, at this point, if you got everything they got, you need much more than like some over-the-counter shit. You need to hire an exterminator and get the bees and the spiders and the roaches and the bum-ass boyfriend and everything out. Anyhow, This one's for you, Brittney, and I'm not kidding with it, okay? So I wasn't even aware that this happened, but I became aware this morning when I received an email. Dear attorneys, Harris and Lesniak. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys ready? Wouldn't that be cool, Marigold? True love. Good morning, my friend. With the fried eggs. Such a smart emoji. Thank you. Bees in the wall. Bees in the wall. Could be a whole new song, my price. We got some readies in the chat. Get rid of them flies, too. Oh, I know. They do better if they at least replace the fly trap. Holy fucking grossness. You got me with Harris. Well, I'll tell you why Harris was mentioned. Okay. Clear my throat. Hope you're listening, Brittney, because this is serious. I mean, this is really serious. This is like, you think everything's a game, but it's not. Serious. Thank you, Whitebird. Oh. Hold on. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Okay. Should we play sad violins in the back or some Tom Petty instruments in it? All right, never mind. Let's just go. Dear attorneys, Harris and Lesniak, as both you are aware, this office represents Jessica Lynn and the above referenced matters. In Sangfirst Jackson, CCP, Delaware County, a default judgment was entered against Brittney Nicole Jackson, Miss Jackson. Attorney Harris is contacted here too because it was his cease and desist that it resulted in my office filing a declaratory action against Miss Jackson, and he is the last known counsel there too. That said, Attorney Lesniak is also aware of this action as her co-plaintiffs and At Night Media, confirmed in documents posted by Miss Jackson's co-plaintiff, Nick Casafrasu, and At Night, during a January 19th live stream on his YouTube channel. Take heed, in Sangfirst Jackson, Supra, we will soon be assessing damages. Thereafter, we will be conducting discovery in aid of execution. Advise your client that this is not harassment, as she espouses. The discovery in aid of execution will also include garnishee interrogatories. Counsel should explain to Ms. Jackson that this type of discovery after a judgment is assessed is allowable under the law. Perhaps in doing so, you can better expand Ms. Jackson's myopic edification. We note the same process will take place after the At Night the RICO case goes back to the lower court for dispositions on attorney fees and punitive damages. Counsel should explain to Ms. Jackson this information will aid both myself and Attorney King, copied here too, in determining her assets for recovery. In that regard, let it be known, Ms. Jackson's claimed live and Paramore will be served garnishee interrogatories based on comments she and/or Craig, in parentheses, made on one of her recent live streams. It was set forth Craig, in some manner, had a certain amount of money in his bank account, and most intriguing that Miss Jackson had access to a bank card associated with this account. Perhaps Miss Jackson did not hear the aforementioned because she was taking one of her intermittent live stream siestas. Sorry, big words. Oh, no. Spencer Cornelia just won a slap suit against a millionaire who elongated just like they did with you. He fought 5 years and is going to law school now. I don't even know what these words mean, Colleen. I just read them. But I know what it's ultimately saying. In any event, should Craig not answer the garnishee interrogatories, we will enter a default judgment against him for the amount of any unpaid judgment entered against Miss Jackson on either applicable reference case herein. Of course, Craig should then expect his recently acquired truck to be seized to satisfy a portion of any judgment on either case. Despite the legal avenues available in collecting a judgment, this is where it gets important. Okay? Everybody got your listening ears? One's in the chat. This is where it gets important. I don't even know what a dually is. You think I can drive one? I guess we upgraded from the Pyrex. Guess we've upgraded. I'm not going to be on long because I have so much to do today, but yeah. All right, everybody's listening. Despite the legal avenues available in collecting a judgment on or about February 2nd, 2026, Ms. Jackson, during a live stream, made misinformed comments about the legal process, as well as defamatory comments about Ms. Sang, whom she characterizes as Granny Num Nums. This is from a woman who asserted to her viewers Attorney Harris's services cost $8,000. Amazingly, on this same live stream, Ms. Jackson set forth, and we paraphrase, that people should not trust even her without receipts. Well, are those the same paid in full receipts concerning Attorney Harris's engagement for several cease and desist letters? Regardless, Ms. Sang, in discussing the discovery and aid of execution process, is not engaging in harassment, as she has a default judgment against your client. More disconcerting is the fact Ms. Jackson, on her February 2nd, 2026 live stream, asserted Ms. Sang committed a crime by acquiring Craig's banking information. This is an utter published falsehood. Advise, Sleepy Jean, the information about Craig in reference to a bank account was broadcasted on one of her live streams for all to hear. Take heed, should Ms. Jackson not retract her false accusatory statement that Ms. Sang committed a crime by acquiring Craig's banking information, claimed amount, and Ms. Jackson's use of his bank card in a manner other than from Ms. Jackson's own live stream, within 3 days from today's date, we will be filing a defamation lawsuit against her. Without a doubt, her criminal accusation against Ms. Sang is clearly defamation per se. Right after this new lawsuit is filed, we intend to immediately and vigorously propound litigation discovery. Thereafter, a deposition of Ms. Jackson will be gleefully scheduled. You have 3 days, Brittney, to retract your defamatory statement. In case your attorneys don't tell you, I will. You have 3 days to retract your defamatory statement that I somehow hacked or received or did anything other than listening to your public words regarding what you and your boyfriend said about his bank account. Let me say it again. Advise Sleepy Jean, the information about Craig in reference to a bank account was broadcasted on one of her live streams for all to hear. Take heed, and this is all bolden. I mean, very bold writing right here. Take heed, should Ms. Jackson not retract her false accusatory statement that Ms. Sang committed a crime by acquiring Craig's banking information, claimed amount, and Ms. Jackson's use of his bank card in a manner other than from Ms. Jackson's own live stream. Within 3 days, we will be filing a defamation lawsuit against her. Without a doubt, her criminal accusations against Ms. Sang is clearly defamation per se. No, Brittney has attorneys. This is her warning. Right after this new lawsuit is filed, we intend to immediately and vigorously propound litigation discovery. Thereafter, a deposition of Ms. Jackson will be gleefully scheduled. Be forewarned, we're also aware of Ms. Jackson's recent assertions about certain accounts in her possession. Any attempts to frame Ms. Sang will be dealt with accordingly. This goes as a warning as well to the master creator of, as testified, fake news, should this be the new plan of attack for Ms. Jackson. Again, Ms. Jackson can try to distort that pursuing the law, legal process is harassment. We all know such a postulation miserably fails. In addition, Ms. Jackson can rile up her deluded followers to create drama, as her co-plaintiffs and At Night Media are aware, for profit, and claiming Ms. Sang committed a crime. However, to my extreme pleasure, Ms. Jackson is horribly misinformed and now faces another lawsuit. Ms. Jackson truly is the Jelly of the Month Club. Of course they see what's going on. I didn't even know she made the accusation against me. They are deluded followers. I told you all that we have been closely and extremely prepared and documenting Brittney. Because after 3 years of going back and forth and then her filing this frivolous litigation against me, the one thing that she has proven without a doubt is that she lied on her declarations. And if anybody questioned if she lied, look no further than the fact that she did not appear for this safety concern hearing, despite all of her declarations being based around a fear for her safety. Brittney has continued to defame me, continued to lie on me, continued to distort the truth for her false narratives. At this point, though, my attorney heard you commit defamation per se when you made the bold accusation that I somehow hacked into a bank account, just like you did before when you claimed that I hacked your email. Can you come tell me, Breaking Chains, because I wasn't even aware. AJ Life, thank you so much. I will make sure he's aware of that. I'm not even aware of what she said about me. I haven't paid attention to anything. She has been harassing me, and she now has 3 days to retract that statement. Make it very loud and clear that I did not do anything regarding your bank account. I simply heard what you and your boyfriend put to the public. That's it. That's all. So am I, Phonics, because like I said, I didn't even know about this. Hey. Oh, listen, big girl for life. I don't have a clip. I'm sure Breaking Chains does. I'm sure Queen does. I'm sure Clue does. Most importantly, my attorney heard it with his own ears. We got big plans, okay? That's what attorneys do, Brittney, when they're legitimate, when they care about their clients and they care about the law that they, went to school to uphold. And most importantly, when they're not free.
Yes. She accused you of breaking the law, by knowing what's in Craig's bank account, knowing, and by, I'm sorry, it's the morning, so I don't have the exact, but she said you are breaking the law and you are stalking and harassing her.
Okay, so defamation.
Yes, by having contact with someone in her real life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she said,
so I'm stalking and hacking her.
I'm pretty sure she used the word hacking, but she absolutely implied that you are hacking her. Absolutely.
Okay. No, regardless, I don't know how she phrased it, but I know that an attorney heard it, and the way it was phrased was enough to commit defamation per se. And he is fully prepared to follow through on this.
Good. So I just got here. I didn't hear. So did you just read something that he wrote that I missed? Because
do you want me to say it again?
No, you don't have to. I'm just asking, did he write something that I just missed you reading? Because I'll go back and listen.
Oh, yeah, he did. Hold on. I'll read that part again. BJ calls you a liar about happened in court also. Okay, well, there's transcripts. And when they come out, it will show exactly who's lying. I have no reason. You know who lies about court and in court? The people that continuously are deemed liars by the judge. I have no reason to come out here and tell any of you that something took place that didn't happen. Why would I? But the transcripts will be readily available. But anyway, this is what he said. He did a whole breakdown, basically noting, I guess, what they're saying, that you can let Brittney know that this is not harassment, that I do have a declaratory judgment against her, a default one, and we will soon be assessing damages. We will be conducting discovery in aid of execution. Advise your client this is not harassment, as she espouses. Discovery in aid of execution will also include garnishing interrogatories. Counsel should explain to Ms. Jackson that this type of discovery, if their judgment is assessed, is allowable under the law. Then he goes on to tell her that after we finalize this, quote unquote, RICO, she'll undergo the same. Then he wrote, in that regard, let it be known Miss Jackson's claim live in Paramore will be served garnishy interrogatories based on comments she and or her or Craig made on her recent live streams. It was set forth Craig, in some manner, had a certain amount of money in his bank account, and most intriguing that Miss Jackson had access to his bank card associated with this account. Perhaps Miss Jackson not hear the aforementioned because she was taking one of her intermittent, whatever it is, live stream siestas. Fell asleep again. In any event, should Craig not answer the garnishy interrogatories, we will enter a default judgment against him for the amount of any unpaid judgment entered against Miss Jackson on either applicable reference case herein. Of course, Craig should then expect his recently acquired truck to be seized to satisfy a portion of any judgment on either case. Despite the legal avenues available in collecting a judgment, on or about February 2nd, Miss Jackson, during a live stream, made misinformed comments about the legal process, as well as defamatory comments about Miss Sang, whom she characterizes as gammy num-nums. This from a woman who asserted to her viewers Attorney Harris's services cost $8,000. Amazingly, on this same live stream, Miss Jackson set forth, and we paraphrase, that people should not trust even her without receipts. Well, are those the same receipts concerning Attorney Harris' engagement for several cease and desist letters? Anyhow. Regardless, Ms. Sang, in discussing the discovery native execution process, is not engaging in harassment, as she has a default judgment against your client. More disconcerting is the fact that Ms. Jackson, on her February 2nd live stream, asserted Ms. Sang committed a crime by acquiring Craig's banking information. This is an utter published falsehood. Advised Sleepy Jean that the information about Craig in reference to a bank account was broadcasted on one of her live streams for all to hear. Take heed. Should Miss Jackson not retract her false accusatory statement that Miss Sang committed a crime by acquiring Craig's bank information, claimed amount, and Miss Jackson's use of his bank card in a manner other than for Miss Jackson's own live stream, within 3 days, we will be filing a defamation lawsuit against her. Without a doubt, her criminal accusation against Miss Sang is clearly defamation per se. Right after this new lawsuit is filed, we intend to immediately and vigorously propound litigation discovery. Thereafter, a deposition Miss Jackson will be gleefully scheduled.
Bravo.
So, if she doesn't retract it, then within 3 days, we will file a defamation lawsuit against her for defamation per se. Accusing somebody of a crime is absolutely defamation per se.
Retraction requires correction.
And correction is the issue.
Bravo. I'm so glad he saw that and he picked it all out.
Yep. And in case anybody needs to know, defamation per se refers to false statements so inherently damaging that harm to reputation is presumed, meaning the plaintiff doesn't need to prove specific financial loss, special damages to win a lawsuit. Unlike defamation per quote, common categories include falsely accusing someone of a serious crime, having a loathsome or contagious disease, which Brittney's done both of those, being unfit for their job or possession, lacking chastity, whatever. But basically, accusing somebody of a crime is defamation per se, which means I don't have to prove damages. Your comment alone was so egregious that is harmful to my reputation, along with all your other comments that, like I said, have been noted. And we are ready.
That means Granny has a prima facie case. On its face, you accused her of a crime.
I always say prima facie. How do you say prima facie?
I say prima facie. I don't know if I'm right, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay. Me
Prima facie. But point being that she went from accusing you of a crime to accusing you of another crime.
Yeah.
Suing you for crimes to accusing you once again of crimes.
It is prima facie. I just listened to Google.
Okay. Thank you. Facie.
A serious federal crime. She has continued, actually for years now, has accused me of several serious crimes. And she has repeated those over the course of time. So they're still under the time frame of being able to pursue. And this would just be the icing on the cake, because accusing me of hacking into a bank account and or doing something other than listening to your public words is something we're not going to tolerate. And again, this came directly from my attorney. I wasn't even aware that she said this.
Yep. So I went live yesterday and pointed this out because I was galled, absolutely galled, because not only did she do this? She literally accused you of committing crimes by repeating things that were said on her live stream, harassing her by talking about the court process, the natural court process, right? Harassing and stalking her through letters that would happen, things that will naturally happen through the court process. But in the same 24 hours, her co-host is having an absolute fucking lunatic conniption fit about maybe sorta being thought maybe she could be a different person, but just maybe. Right? And they're literally melting down over it. It was absolutely insane. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Is someone accusing you of actually committing RICO crimes here? Are you actually having to hire lawyers to go defend yourself for over a year about these crimes? That's what it just, it was.
That's what I mean. Like, she somehow has made herself the victim of the litigation she started. And she's done so well that you have reality up there saying that I'm litigious and I sue everybody. I've never sued anybody. I've only defended myself against the lawsuits brought forth to me. But rest assured, reality, the first person I sue will be your BFF.
Yep.
You don't get to keep accusing me of crimes. That's even what White Bird just wrote. Is fitting. They say that Granny's litigious. She's only ever fought for herself. I can stand behind this. Yeah. I don't have to keep taking Brittney's bullshit, and I won't. This woman has defamed me in so many ways, including on this RICO lawsuit that even her own friends have acknowledged that I became part of because of her. I don't care. Call me litigious. I don't care. I'm going to defend my reputation. I'm tired of being defamed. I'm tired of being accused of crimes I'm not committing. And I'm tired of having somebody that can barely stay awake sit over there and defame me, defame my lawyer, and call the litigation that she started harassment.
She was even snoring during these live streams during the day, Granny.
Yeah, of course she was, Lynn. No surprise to me. Even it was even documented on court record that the live stream that at night showed they sent an email to Brittney to preserve was in fact a live stream where Craig had a weapon, a gun in his hand, and threatened my life. You think my attorney asked that question on the stand for no good reason?
Yeah, we all remember. I remember.
Testified under oath by her own co-plaintiff that yes, that is the live stream. And then said, is that the live stream where Brittney Jackson's boyfriend, Craig, threatened my client? And the answer was, my client's life. And the answer was, yes, it was.
Yep.
Thank you, Alpha, for being a member. So I now hacked Craig's bank account, according to her.
Yeah.
And her chat was eating it up, according to the comments in my chat. They're telling me that her chatters were just running around with it.
Oh, hell yeah. So the picture she was painting is that you initiated contact with, someone in her real life, and therefore were able to somehow get into her bank account and know how much was in Craig's bank account.
These people always make me out like I'm the intelligence agent.
Right.
It's miraculous. Like, I would know how to even do that. And why would anybody in Craig's life even have access to his bank account? But most importantly, then is Brittney confirming that Craig does in fact have over $20,000 in his bank account? Because the only thing I ever said is what we heard Craig say. Craig is the one that said, I have more. When they were talking about Melissa supposedly gave, they're saying Melissa gave Queen Bee over $25,000. And Craig says she's an idiot. And Brittney said, no, she's not, blah, blah, blah. And then he made a comment like, I want to give you that money. And Brittney was like, Craig, don't say that. Yes, you would. And Craig's like, I'm kidding. I have more than that in my bank account. And you have my bank card. You have the card. That's where that came from. So she is now confirming that Craig does, in fact, have over $25,000 in a bank account. And she's claiming that I was able to hack it and see it. She's admitting to it then.
Right.
Virgo A, thank you so much for becoming a member.
But like I said yesterday, Brittney, it's not Granny's or anybody else's fault that you aren't paying attention 90% of the time on your own stream.
Yeah, she
Either,
tunes him out.
either because you are paying attention to somebody else's stream, or you're fucking snoring, snoozing, or you're nodded out, or or something else.
Well, I hate to break it to her. She can make whatever excuse she wants. What she needs to do is retract the statement. Just like this one. Did you see this one yet? The ketamine?
Oh, I don't think so.
Listen to this real quick.
Gaslighting and ketamine with Beach and Craig.
No, it's not just edit the live. She has to publicly admit that she lied on me, that she has to acknowledge that she accused me of a crime I did not commit, retract all of her statements that she made about me regarding that, and admit that by my attorney doing his job, it is not harassment.
Retraction is not deletion. Retraction is saying, I retract what I said and I was wrong.
And repeat the statement verbatim that you made against me with that retraction.
Yes.
And hope that that's good enough.
Hey, it's me, TPE, and welcome to another video.
This video is fair use. It is transformative and is protected under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allows need for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, reporting, teaching, and more.
Time will tell, Lisa. Time will tell. All right, here we go. Listen closely to
All right,
this.
so we've got Beej reviewing Soup, who's reviewing Nonsense. And we're listening for what Craig is going to say at the exact perfect time, right when everyone else stops talking.
And Chris were carrying a body.
Should you be climbing
my
ladder over there?
gosh,
That's a
that's
great
the
one.
photo everybody's talking about. Okay.
Or were you on some fucking ketamine that night? What the fuck?
I did not catch what he said right before the ketamine part, but he
Yep.
was saying something about Nancy Grace and like someone, I
Watch
assume
it.
Brittney,
Again.
not remembering, and were they on ketamine that night? Strange. We're going to listen to what the immediate response is, and then we're going to fast forward a few minutes and see what happens when someone in the chat calls it out. Gaslighting 101.
Or were you on some fucking ketamine that night? What the fuck?
Oh, okay, Nancy.
Whatever you did.
Thank you all. Nancy had a
Were you on some ketamine that night or whatever? What the fuck? Whatever you're using. That's what he just said. Listen again, guys.
When someone in the chat calls it out. Gaslighting 101.
Or were you on some fucking ketamine that night? What the fuck?
Oh, okay, Nancy.
Whatever you did.
Thank you all. Nancy had to pull that. Yeah,
Or were you on some ketamine that night? What the fuck? Or whatever you take.
Ketamine that night. What the fuck?
Oh, okay, Nancy.
Whatever you did.
Thank you all.
Or whatever it is you do. That's what he says, right? And then
Nancy had to pull that. Yeah, she sounds like ink, but she's not. She's definitely not. Let me not put that out there. I just thought it was funny how much.
Yeah, I'll run off at the mouth.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
That
we're
lady
not
came up in my.
professional.
See, when I take that, I run off at the mouth. But see, we're not professional. You hear what he's saying. Everybody hears it, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you hear what this man is saying.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So he's talking to her about the ketamine. He's not
Yes.
talking to the, weird
To the audience. They think they're muted.
What the fuck?
Yep, here it comes where they think they're muted.
Recommendations the other day talking about Ernie Shale.
Brittney, we can't hear.
If you told me to be professional, I need to be sober. That's what he's saying. And now somebody's going to say, Brittney, we can hear.
I treat this shit like it's a hobby. That
I treat this like it's a hobby. That's everything he's saying right now.
Brittany, we can't hear.
I didn't know it was come unmuted. I'm sorry. Hold on.
It's okay.
I didn't know I become unmuted. I'm sorry. Hold on.
You're welcome, everyone.
A few moments later.
How much? I'm looking at like a bunch of dominoes.
Yeah.
What? So you abuse ketamine, Brittany? Craig just outed you. Knew you were on drugs. Liar, Craig. Craig.
What?
Tanya, so you abuse ketamine, Brittany. Craig just outed you. I knew you were on drugs, liar. What the ketamine? All right, I'm sorry. I have to. I cannot resist this one.
What are you talking about?
Ketamine? Where the would one even get ketamine from?
This is the same live stream as a few minutes later. And she's now telling Andrea that Andrea is a liar and made it up. Want to know how plaintiffs filed for 911 protection while our own co-plaintiffs admitted Craig threatened GW with a gun. Of course, didn't address this and why GW can't get emergency PO. It's not that the courts didn't address it. It's that we wanted it on the record for a reason. All things happen in due time, Katie Joy. Thank you for your super chat.
I don't know, Beach, but probably a similar place to where people get their other drugs. You know, the friendly neighborhood drug dealer. And some people get it from their doctors, but it's usually in a controlled setting, as far as I know. But I must say that's a very strange response when you're asked such a question. Let's keep listening.
That isn't that like an 80s date great thing? Where the fuck did you get that from, you weirdo?
Well, that would be from your boyfriend, Craig. You know, the guy who outs you pretty much on everything. But keep up the gaslighting. It's everyone.
What's impressive is how most of her chat goes along with it, right? Most of the chat's like, oh, yeah, you know, what are you talking about? Andrea, you're an idiot. You're a hate channel. You're a dark
Everyone else's fault. And we definitely didn't hear what we just heard. Because we're the crazy ones.
Right.
Okay.
Crazy ones.
What? Dude, I cannot. Your avatar looks like ketamine. Okay? I don't do
Your avatar looks like ketamine.
What the fuck?
Right. What does that even mean? You fucking idiot. Freedom, thank you so much for becoming a member. Your avatar does not look like ketamine, Freedom, and we appreciate you.
That is literally, I know you are, but what am I?
Right. For people asking if Brittney's made aware, it is up to her attorneys to make her aware, and I just read it publicly. Yes, she is fully aware.
any drugs at all. Certainly not ketamine. What the hell is wrong with you, weirdo?
You liar, Brittney.
God.
Why didn't you tell everyone?
Like, what the fuck? Ketamine?
Oh, shit.
I bet you he meant kratom.
Heard it all.
Did I make some reference or something?
I don't know. Like
I think you did say. I think you said ketamine.
I couldn't even tell you what the hell ketamine looks like, bro.
There you have Pink admitting. No, he did say ketamine.
I've never seen it.
I think it's some kind of powder.
I've never done.
You know, I said the same thing too. Coke. I never even seen Coke before. Officer, I have no idea the Coke's around here. Where do you get Coke from? I never even heard of it. I mean, this sounds like somebody trying to, convince who?
All.
Did I make some reference or something?
Ketamine?
Oh, shit.
I have heard it all.
Did I make some reference or something?
I don't know. Like
I think you did say. I think you said ketamine.
I couldn't even tell you what the hell ketamine looks like, bro. I've never seen it.
I think it's some kind of powder.
I've never done any hard drugs. My mom put the fear of God in me, and I'm grateful for it every day.
Well, this.
Now, I love that because doesn't she claim to be in recovery?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now she's never done drugs at all. Her mom put the fear of God into her. Okay.
Now you might have a thing there. It could be kratom.
Oh, that's Melissa up there, not Pink. Yeah, I was thinking kratom. I think he said ketamine, but I was thinking kratom.
Because he just said something about a powder, and kratom does come in a powder form.
Oh, but up to good just said illegal ketamine is usually sold as a powder.
Yeah, it's mixed.
Really
I've known people who have used kratom, and they mix it in a drink as powder.
Ketamine is a powerful dissociative anesthetic legally approved for use in human and veterinary medicine, particularly for surgery and pain management. Never even, I personally don't know about
This is
that.
just my personal opinion, but I have a very hard time believing that, especially since I listened to you earlier in the day, in the middle of the afternoon, just nodding away mid-sentence as reality is screaming. You, lady, passed out mid-sentence and snored right through her crazy, crazy, crazy meltdown.
Thank you so much, River House. I really appreciate it. That's really sweet. Our plaintiff sent up BJ to release her from free attorney because they keep saying BJ is hurt in case and won't respond or listen to their attorney or team. No, because in order for Lasniak to no longer represent Brittney, he would have to go before the judge and ask that he be excused from representing her. And I think it's a little too late. Don't you, Lynn? I mean, I don't know. I just going off what I know.
He could do that, but it would be they would be admitting major defeat at this point. It would not be good for their case.
See, there we go. Okay.
It's not drugs. You really need to see a doctor because maybe you have narcolepsy or something else. Or perhaps you just need an adjustment on your prescriptions. I don't know, but it's definitely concerning. I also noticed that your excuses for earlier were that you were cold and still really sick. Now you seem very chipper and very outgoing tonight, which is interesting, to say the least. Girl, it took you like, I don't know, 20 minutes of nodding in and out to even play a clip, if you even got that far, because I sure didn't. I bounced.
Did it, Lynn?
Well, Andrea, you just
I'm sorry, what was your question?
Did it really take her that long to even play a clip because she was in and out?
Yes.
Hmm.
She was literally, reality was screaming and she was snoring during the screaming.
Wow.
And, you know, I'm not trying to get you to play my stream, but
no, if you don't, I was going to ask you if you don't mind if I could.
Because
okay,
you don't
cool.
have to listen to, I only clipped like 7 minutes of it. So you don't have to listen to too much of it.
Yeah, thank you. I actually appreciate that.
Yeah.
Ask. All right, cool.
Yeah.
just confirmed that you smoke crack in our whack. Laugh out loud.
See, this notorious ass. You should be embarrassed, right? Well, Andrea, you just confirmed you smoke crack in our whack. AF. LOL. Happy hallucinating, lady. Do you, Notorious Ash, want to retract your statement against Andrea that she hallucinated, that Craig fucking said what he said? Are you proven to everybody, Notorious Ash, that you'll go along with whatever the creator in the chat is telling you and go along with the gaslighting? And you're not blocked here, and I'm sure you're listening. Come on in. Do you want to admit that you just insulted this woman for no good reason, that she was in fact fucking right? This is part of the issue. People like that immediately want to back up the creator despite the fucking words being heard. A chat full of gaslighters.
Hallucinating, lady. Ketamine?
Ketamine?
Craig said ketamine, so once again, Craig gets us in.
Look, right there. She highlighted a comment, quickly took it off.
Once again, Craig gets ketamine? Craig said
ketamine a few minutes ago. He was just babbling. You know what's funny? Craig himself said that ketamine makes you babble. Part of what he said.
Ketamine, so once again.
He did say ketamine. So once again, Craig gets us all in trouble. Petunia, her man.
And Craig gets us in trouble.
She's laughing.
Oh my God.
You're not going to acknowledge you just called
So
him
what
a
do we
liar?
think here? Do you think they really didn't remember because they're just really not paying attention to each other? Or do you think this was a big fat lie because they thought they were muted? And once
I thought you were putting down ice for me, telling me to cool down like I told you all to tell me. But yeah, what TP is saying here is so true. Once again, gaslighting.
Attention to each other? Or do you think this was a big fat lie because they thought they were muted? And once called out by even her normal chatters, well, it had to be, explained somehow.
Thank you, Lynn.
Craig said ketamine a few minutes ago. He was babbling. Come on. What?
You're punishing me for being a nerd. That's what you're doing. Like,
What did you do? You even remember?
You're punishing me for being a nerd, he says, Lynn. You're punishing me for being a nerd. So a nerd says to their partner, what, were you on ketamine? Or whatever it is.
Very nerdy of you.
Right. What a nerdy statement to make. I warned them all, Straight Talker. I warned Potato. I warned Brittney. I warned Shady. I warned all of them. Because of your friend, I now have an attorney. And now that I have an attorney, I will not hesitate to utilize him when it comes to my reputation that has already been damaged by the accusations that I am interfering in the investigation of a missing child. So yeah, call me litigious.
You're saying ketamine? Like, what were you talking about?
I don't remember saying it at all.
I didn't even. I drowned him. I was listening to the live. Heather says, "Yeah, I heard him say the word, but I'm sure it wasn't anything to do with Brittney."
No, of course not. Couldn't have been anything to do with Brittney.
Oh my God. Craig outed you?
You don't know what it is.
Do you even know what he
They're
said?
probably over there Googling it like, oh, that's a drug. Dude, I need to look at one.
Isn't ketamine a horse tranquilizer?
Yeah.
I thought it was a horse tranquilizer. I don't know. Whatever.
So Melissa, you know damn well that he said it, and yet you sat there and allowed her to talk to the chat like they're morons, like they're making it up. Says a lot, girl. Says a lot. And I really liked you, man. I really did. I thought you were funny as fuck.
So I just asked Google what Google thinks. I asked, does ketamine or can ketamine cause people to ramble? Because I'm kind of thinking more about Craig in this scenario and maybe not BJ. I don't know. Ketamine doesn't seem like something BJ is on. You never know. I mean, who knows? But what it says is, yes, ketamine can cause people to ramble, along with other speech and cognitive disruptions, because it is a dissociative anesthetic that affects the central nervous system. It can lead to disorganized speech, difficulty speaking, and confusion.
Anybody remember when Brittney read the same super chat 4 or 5 times? Remember that, Lynn?
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
the stream I did right before I went to the Smoresburg, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And she literally repeated this, like she read it like 3-4 times as if she forgot that she had already read it, and thanked the same person for the membership that she already thanked 3 times prior to. It was. You guys all remember? Put a 1 in chat if you remember. It was the weirdest thing. I thought I was tripping. I'm like, is she fucking repeating this shit? Right, because her chat barely moves, but still, to read and thank somebody, that'd be like if I just pulled up again, and there's times I highlight and I don't read it, but if I pulled up and said, our plaintiff set up BJ, release her free attorney, responded to it, thanks Katie Joy for it, and then a minute later I said, Freedom, thank you so much for becoming a member, and then I said, our plaintiff setting up BJ, I don't know, but she did it just like that. It was not normal. That was weird.
Key effects of ketamine on speech and thought. Disorganized or unintelligible speech. Users may become incoherent and or ramble, particularly as the drug induces a disconnected state. Slurred speech. Difficulty with physical speech production is a common side effect. Confusion and cognitive impairment. Ketamine often causes confusion, disorientation, and a loopy feeling. I don't know, guys. I guess I can't picture it being something they would do every day, or who knows? Just thought I'd put it out there. It does seem strange. And a very strange thing not to remember saying just 5 minutes earlier.
Help yourself to help yourself. That's the don't you?
Yeah, you do.
I thought that's what it was.
Right.
My Lord. It is a liquid. We use it to sedate kids.
Never say that.
Craig said it, and as soon as he did, I knew one of them would flip their lid, turn it around. He wasn't even talking to me. I didn't hear it.
He wasn't talking about you. He wasn't.
You think we have ketamine here?
Lord, have mercy.
You'd be lucky to find some snow here.
What do you say?
You'd be lucky to find snow here.
That's all you can get. That's what I heard. I mean, I don't do it, so I don't know, but I would hate to be a fucking an addict at this point. It's in the market's really slim.
Oh, no, I don't mess with anything. I'm so good.
Sober as a judge, eh? Well, I beg to differ. Just my opinion from a non-expert. Well, real life expert. I am an Al-Anon, as I've mentioned many times. So I've loved quite a few addicts. I see the signs. So if you want to call that expertise.
If Jesus had a way to, or if Jesus would show y'all people, I bet you I'm the most sober on this platform.
I've never met a Christian that uses God and Jesus. My mama put the fear of God in me. If Jesus could show y'all, didn't I tell y'all that was her go-to before? She would say, I swear to God, if Jesus himself couldn't tell you what I've done to these people. She always does that shit. This is like a 10-minute explanation. I don't know. I mean, guilty people over-explain themselves this way because he said it, Lynn. He's fucking said it.
She always escalates when she's talking, she then escalates to her holiness. And then when she's talking about other people and their terribleness, she escalates to them being evil.
Right. That is so true. Yep.
So, I want to emphasize that we are currently bouncing off of what was actually said on your channel, Brittney. Once again. So ketamine was the word used on your channel, even if that's not what you're using. And I would be much more convinced that it's kratom. And the reason is this, is because what's his name is a fucking idiot and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Mm-hmm. B, I think they tested for ketamine in her drug test and it was negative. I don't remember specifically, but they probably would have tested for that in her drug test that she took. Right.
I thought, I don't know. Somebody said that would not come up in a 10 panel.
Okay. Well, I can go further.
But I don't know, of course.
It feels like they would have. But anyway. Also, kratom
on this, Craig said it. We're just discussing what Craig said. Craig said she was on it, not us.
Yeah. It's all Craig's fault.
Right.
But also, kratom is one of those things where people walk around using it and say they aren't addicted to anything.
Yes.
And it doesn't come up in drug tests, and it's commonly used for exactly that reason.
And don't some people use it at don't some gas stations sell it now?
Yeah, they're sold at gas station and liquor stores, absolutely, and online.
Interesting. All right, here we
If
go.
Jesus had a way to, or if Jesus would show y'all people, I bet you I'm the most sober on this platform. I literally do nothing. Meliello was my vice, but now I don't even have that.
Yeah. Then he says he likes tequila and bourbon. But the side effects of kratom are nausea, vomiting, constipation, loss of appetite, so maybe not, dizziness, itching, excessive sweating, dry mouth, and increased urination, heart racing, agitation, irritability, confusion, sedation, drowsiness.
Craig likes tequila and bourbon. I drink orangeade, and I eat too much sugar. All right, let's keep going. It's myself.
All right,
What do
let's
you
go out
put
with
in
a clip.
that orangeade?
Right. I don't have
From
my
earlier
Meliello.
today. This was the afternoon, and BJ just couldn't stay awake, even though she had reality screaming in her ear.
Now, bro, I'm actually going to play your video of that. This is TPE. I did drop in a chat, but I just want to remind you all what Craig actually said, and they thought they were muted.
Carrying a body. Oh my gosh, that's the photo everybody's talking about. Okay.
Or were you on some fucking ketamine that night? What the fuck?
Or were you on some fucking ketamine that night? What the fuck? And he goes on.
And the chat calls it out. Gaslighting 101.
Or were you on some fucking ketamine that night? What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
Whatever you did.
Thank you all.
Minty had to pull that.
Yeah, she sounds like ink, but she's not. She's definitely not. Let me not put that out there. I just thought it was funny how much.
Yeah, you know, I'll run off at the mouth.
So I know when I take ketamine, I run off at the mouth, and then watch what he says.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
That
we're
lady
not
came up in my
professional.
But we're not professionals.
recommendations the other day talking about Ernie.
If you told me let's be professional, I'd be sober.
Yeah,
we can't hear us.
I treat this shit like it's a hobby.
I treat this shit like it's a hobby. So not only is he saying, or were you on ketamine that night, or whatever it is you use, he goes on to say that when he's on ketamine, he just rambles, but he's not professional. But if she told him to be professional, he would be sober, but he just treats this like a hobby. But we didn't hear any of that, Lynn. None of that was said.
No, and let's not get stuck on what the substance is. The point he's making is that he knows she takes some sort of substance that makes her fucking loopy and not remember half the shit she's doing from one point to the next.
And it's not the first time he has made that implication against her.
Yeah.
Some psych clinics do ketamine therapy. Thank you, 58 Fabulous. Cheyenne says, I'm behind, but I really believe Beej will ignore your attorney like she does all other law stuff. Well, bless her heart if she does.
Ketamine is how Matthew Perry died. It was he was being using ketamine. He was prescribed ketamine as a treatment for his depression, and he became addicted to it. And then they started over prescribing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, replace whatever word you want with it. Like Lynn just said, the bigger conversation is the fact that he's admitting that they use some type of substances, one that makes her forget shit and one that makes him ramble. But that's okay. They can do that because they're not professionals. But if Brittney told him they were going to go about it professionally, he'd be sober. Because if not, he just treats this like a hobby. I mean, this is literally his fucking words. You can't deny it.
You can just hear the way their heads think.
Right. It's a good insight to who and what they are. Good morning, Granny. I'm late. Can I get the details on what the final warning is about, or should I go to the beginning? Just basically, if Brittney doesn't retract her defamatory statements against me, most importantly, that I committed a crime of hacking or getting Craig's banking information, we will, within the next 3 days, file a defamation suit against her. My father has to use a topical ketamine cream for a skin side effect of pancreas cancer. I have to wear gloves when I apply it.
Oh wow. Wow.
I know people have to go to rehab for kratom. I've said before that I wonder if that's what she takes. Well, I have no idea. But I think we can all conclude that we have, without a doubt, that something's going on. Craig pretty much says it.
There's some sort of substance that is used that makes her not with us all the time.
Yes.
And she lies. And she lies about it.
Easily.
Ketamine? What's ketamine? What is ketamine? You could hear, exactly what she would be saying to a cop if he pulled her over and he was like, "Ma'am, are you using some kind of ketamine? What's ketamine?"
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's how it sounded. Sorry. I'm responding to this.
Oh, no problem. So yeah, I shared the
that's what I was going to pull up, because at the end of this, TPE was about to go into Brittney falling asleep as reality is screaming. Well, Lynn also did a wonderful video on it, and TPE didn't actually get the her snoring part, but Lynn, you did, correct?
So this video that you've pulled up are more about the court statements that Brittney used. This is where she defamed you. The other video I shared with you is where reality screams and
Brittney okay storms. Let me put that one first then.
Yeah, do that one first. Yeah.
I have not called
the
cops on anybody. I don't play fuck shit like that. Okay, I have a life to live. I have a family that I love, that I engage with.
Real quick. Stop real quick.
Yep.
I misdated this. I apologize. The date should be 2/3/26, not 1/3/26. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't have time to play fucking games.
And we damn sure ain't out here calling.
Get my fucking name out of your goddamn mouth.
Ooh, Jesus.
Did Krama Baby get the whole thing? Because I would love to add humor to it.
I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm not Dark Horse, and I'm not anybody else. I'm Reality Wins. That's all who I am. And I come up here and I support Brittney. Fuck off.
Look at her avatar.
I'm Reality Wins, and that's all that I am. Unbelievable.
She's trying to be in her peaceful realm with her meditating avatar while she's literally her head is blowing off.
Also, Reality does not go by the name Rachel. Okay, when Dark Horse called the police on me, she went by the name Rachel. Not one of us would do. What would we?
I've had enough. Okay, I am not a person who likes to go there. I like to stay in my peaceful realm. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry to offend anybody, but it needs to be said. I'm sick and tired of this.
So she's sorry to offend anybody, which is quite ironic. You offend people all the time, but she's sick and tired of this. Well, apparently Brittney is also tired of this, because now we hear her snoring. Oh, thank you, Tara. That's really sweet of you. Listen.
It's got to stop. I don't am tired of this.
She's fucking grunting.
Needs to be said. I'm sick and tired of this.
The timing of the tired with the snoring is just fucking hysterical.
Yeah, so BJ is just trying to maintain and hold space for Reality's peaceful realm.
Oh, she's so kind.
It's got to stop. I don't do anything out here to go and hurt anybody, okay? That's not who I am. I'm here and I support Brittney, and I everybody who supports her.
Oh! Holy shit! Oh my God. How the fuck do you go from talking to that?
Watch, coming up, she literally nods out mid-sentence.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Who supports her? Yeah.
This was really important to Brittney, reality. This was super important. Your feelings are very, very important.
Get on Clue for being late. Shame her in the chat, damn it.
Thank you for being here. Stop falsely. Like when you're to the point where you're coming on here and you're blaming people for things with no evidence, and you're sitting there just pointing the finger willy-nilly.
What a fucking interesting statement to make.
Yes. That's what the name, the word of the day is irony, right? Because they're sitting here being like, you're accusing us with no evidence in the midst of talking about a hearing that was done because of no evidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the midst of a lawsuit that was filed with no fucking evidence and thrown out because there was no fucking evidence, and you've had to pay thousands of dollars because there was no fucking evidence.
Right. No evidence at all. None. Silch. The judge even says silch.
And meanwhile, reality's screaming because it was they were like, maybe she could be Dark Horse.
Yeah, how's it feel to be accused of being somebody you're not? Now imagine being accused of being part of a fucking RICO that doesn't exist, interfering with the search efforts that never took place. I mean, fuck off with your and yet they say that I'm out of control and I'm always angry and I'm this and that. Yeah, I'm being accused of fucking crimes I never committed, but you rage out because somebody says you're fucking Dark Horse.
Yeah, on the internet. Not even in court. Nobody filed a paper saying reality wins as Dark Horse, and now you have to fight this in court to prove you're not.
Right. Cost me thousands and thousands and thousands. Right.
Nobody went real life on you to make you prove that you're not really reality wins and bring your full name and address out here. Nobody did that to you. But you're out here, literally your head's about to blow up and your ears are about to, fuck.
Mm-hmm. Sure did. Legal extraction. Thank you. I see Craig finally provided grounds for his assets to be assessed. They don't even know.
Yeah.
That was so evil against you. Yes, it was. And we're the dark side. We're the dark side.
Yeah, that's right. You're the dark side. Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to your QC? Read my avatar. Ugh.
Evidence. And you're sitting there just pointing the finger willy-nilly, and not only are you falsely accusing reality, falsely accusing me, you're inciting your chat to real life because you're telling them that we are calling the police to your home. I don't bother any of them. I don't bother. I sit up here and I talk smack with you once in a while. So what? Deal with it. Look at all.
You talk smack. You've literally defamed me, reality. But I see this was on the 3rd, right? I believe, February 2nd? Oh, okay, February 2nd stream. Never mind.
All this shit barely says anything at all. You guys are sick. You're all sick over there.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
We're the
crap.
sick ones. Oh, she's back this morning. Holy shit. Reality, how does it feel to know you're so angry and you're so hurt? And in your words, you're only being attacked because you come up on Brittney's panel every now and then, and your friend is literally snoring the fuck away.
This is why I broke up with my first boyfriend, reality, because I'd be sitting there fighting with him in the middle of the night. He'd be like, so
I mean, can you even imagine? Like, she just doesn't care about anybody but herself. But if Brittney was angry and yelling right now, she'd be wide the fuck awake.
Yep.
Yeah, she just
all it is to cause chaos. Money. So they can sit there and throw money out their sorry asses. That's what it's about.
It's about money. Always projection with these people.
See any money getting thrown over here? No, not like we see over there all the time.
Why are you? Do you see any money getting thrown over here? No, not like we see over there all the time. Why do you? Go ahead, Lynn. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, is that why you're yelling, Reality?
Right.
Is that why you're yelling? Are you trying to get money thrown your way?
Are you angry that first off, why would anybody throw Brittney any money when she just ripped off her community for over $10,000? Secondly, why the fuck do you give a fuck if we make money or not? What's that have to do with you, Reality? That's all this channel, her channel, is ever concerned about. The Grifter Network, as just stated, that's all they give a fuck about is money. It always comes down to money with them.
Yeah.
Well, sure hope she gets enough, Reality, or is smart enough.
Every time they start doing start doing them $50 up, and let's start doing membership. Let's $5 on it. Come on, let's start doing it.
Now, what they're doing is a classic gaslight, right? And the gaslight is they hate it when you support me. So come on, start donating memberships. Come on, let's put some 5 on it. That's a classic fucking grift that people use.
Yep. And that's what woke Brittney up.
Yeah, the money. You're so fucking right. Good point.
Yep. Putting 5 on it. Oh, did somebody put 5 on it? Thank you.
Somebody gave me money. I'm awake now.
Yeah.
She says she never watches you. She already proved time and time again that she literally watches everything I say and do. That's the only way she has updates in her litigation. Freedom said, it's my nose asthma, y'all. Stop fucking lying. I'm 70, asthma all my life, and never in my nose. People have it, can't catch a clear breath with constant any cough. The whatever opens airway. FUBJ. Yeah, Freedom. This isn't fucking this isn't asthma. But listen. So Brittney's snoring away.
Yeah. 5 on it. Come on, let's start doing it. Start acting like stupid idiots.
Dropping 5 on it. Y'all go ahead.
Brittney woke up to join in on this one. Y'all go ahead. Now she's wide awake because she saw the chance to grift. Throwing money at you. Thank you, Pet My Peeves. Y'all keep throwing the money at me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's so gross. Good morning, Annette. Thank you for being a member 15 months.
I mean, sometimes her snores were so loud you couldn't even hear Reality's rage, right? Mm-hmm. But then, don't let me interrupt you when you say I'm being paid money.
Right. And wide awake. What is it Beach says when Ray Start is raging? I don't know. It goes
if you want to become a member
for yourselves, use your brain, common sense, critical thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. These sound like 2 kindergartners that just figured out that they have to share the yellow crown. Yeah. I guess BJ should have just shut up. BJ should have learned what the definition of defamation is. Calls somebody a fat, lazy piece of shit is not defamatory. Accusing somebody several times now of committing crimes is. Thank you for recognizing that. I'm so thankful that this chat is fucking educated. Oh, thank you, Chrissy M. I appreciate you. Here are a few more dollars. Thank you. Reality's going to rage.
Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way, Brittney. Even if you weighed 70 pounds, if Granny called you a fat, lazy piece of shit, that wouldn't have been defamation. But the fact that it's actually true helps her. Okay, let's keep going.
Exactly. That's why the judge said it's a subjective opinion.
Yeah.
Use it.
It's not that hard.
But it's hard to stay awake.
I tell you what, I'll give you a good source of advice. If you log off for a day,
that's it. She gone.
Now, let me point out something. If you log off for a day, can anybody tell me the last time Brittney even logged off for a minute, let alone a day? Her own complaints have said that she goes live like twice a day. Really, Richard, for her to say, let me give you some advice if you log off for a day. How many times did I tell Brittney, instead of raising money to file more frivolous lawsuits, why don't you raise a couple dollars so you can afford to stay offline? Because she claims she can't because this is her job. And take a fucking mental health break, not just for you, but most importantly, your children. I just spent the whole fucking weekend off. I went live, twice in the past 5-6 days? This is my 3rd live stream. Brittney just makes up any excuse as to why she's addicted to the internet instead of just admitting, hey, I'm addicted to the internet. Oh, if I miss a day though, y'all, it fucks up my algorithm. Or y'all, because I wasn't able to go live earlier, your girl could really use some help. So if you want to support the channel, she always does that, which is such bullshit.
Yep.
So that's her big advice, and then it ends.
Well, I'll give you a good source of advice. If you log off for a day,
Yeah, if you decompress, move away, go live life, do other things.
Reality's trying to clean it up for
Yes. and then reality, the enabler, enabling reality, jumps in and just cleans it right up.
If you log off for a day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the funniest shit. Hold on.
Yeah.
advice. If you log off for a day,
Yeah, if you decompress, move away, go live life, do other things, and then come back a few days later. Well, you do miss a lot, I'll tell you that. But at least you're clearing your mind, because it does get to you. It does it can wear you down.
She's literally snoring the fuck away. She doesn't even take her own advice, and neither does reality. That is brilliant.
Oh my God.
Everybody's saying we have to see the Crime of Babies version of it.
Here.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Me clearly. I'm going to say it one time and one time only. I am not impersonating anybody. I have not called the cops on anybody. I don't play fuck shit like that. Okay, I have a life to live. I have a family that I love, that I engage with on the daily. I don't have time to play fucking games.
And we damn sure on your calling.
Get my fucking name out of your goddamn mouth.
Ooh, Jesus.
Shit. I'm not Dark Horse, and I'm not anybody else. I'm Reality Wins. That's all who I am.
That's all who
I am. And I come up here and I support Brittney. Fuck off.
Also, Reality does not go by the name Rachel. Okay. When Dark Horse called the police on me, she went by the name Rachel.
Do you hear what she said right there?
Mm-hmm.
Not one of us.
When Dark Horse called the police on me, she went by Rachel. Isn't this yesterday's stream? I have no idea, to be honest. Shauna, thank you so much. Good morning. I'm starting at the beginning. So Brittney's admitting again that she knows that Reality, aka Rachel, is the one who called the police on her, yet she continuously shouts out they called the police. Bitch, Rachel called the police.
Yep.
Well, it's the way she says it for me. Reality doesn't go by Rachel.
Oh.
When she called the police, however she says it, she went by Rachel. If
Rachel.
You rewind it and listen to the fucking wording.
I hear what you're saying. And Reality's name is Ray.
It's what she used to be on
when
other panels. Her
Dark
name was
Horse
Ray.
called the police on me. She went by the name Rachel.
Oh, I see. I hear it.
Reality doesn't
Not one
go
of
by
us.
the name Rachel.
Right. And when she called the police on me, the emphasis.
Would do what would we?
I've had enough. Okay, I am not a person who likes to go there. I like to stay in my peaceful realm. Okay, I'm sorry to offend anybody, but it needs to be said. I'm sick and tired of this.
Oh my God.
It's just stop. I don't do anything out here to go and hurt anybody, okay? That's not who I am. I'm here and I support Brittney and I support who supports her.
Oh my God.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, holy shit.
I didn't know that babies were gonna fall asleep.
I didn't
That's
know that either.
brilliant.
Someone
The
even
babies
played
make them
this.
look too cute, though.
But you guys,
Yeah, I'm screaming into a pillow.
I am what I am, what I am.
So apparently, Clue, Brittney committed defamation against me the other day.
Yep.
I mean, what was it? A Tuesday? That tracks.
A day that ends in Y, right?
Yeah. But this time my attorney heard it.
What'd she say?
She said that I apparently that I committed a crime by acquiring Craig's banking information.
What?
So do you remember when they were talking about Melissa supposedly giving Queen $25K and Craig says she's an idiot, blah, blah. And then Craig said, I want to give you money. And Brittney said, "Yay, Craig, stop it. They're going to clip that." And then Craig said, "Oh, I got more than that in my bank account. And you got the card." Well, I repeated that. Brittney's now claiming that from what I'm hearing from Lynn said, that I got in touch with somebody in her real life. And through them, I gained access to Craig's banking account. Therefore, she is unknowingly confirming that he does, in fact, have over $25,000 in his bank account because she's claiming that I knew that because I hacked into his bank account.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So my attorney sent a very nice email and said, blah, 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 blah. Advised Sleepy Jean the information about Craig in reference to a bank account was broadcast on one of her live streams for all to hear. Take heed should Miss Jackson not retract her false accusatory statement that Miss Sang committed a crime by acquiring Craig's banking information, claimed amount, and Miss Jackson's use of his bank card in a manner other than from Miss Jackson's own live stream. Within 3 days, we will be filing a defamation lawsuit against her. Without a doubt, her criminal accusation against Miss Sang is clearly defamation per se. Right after this new lawsuit is filed, we intend to immediately and vigorously propound litigation discovery. Thereafter, a deposition of Miss Jackson will be gleefully scheduled. He also goes on that they better make her aware that everything being done is not harassment, is a part of litigation, and she needs to correct that as well. He ain't playing because I didn't even know she fucking said it.
I love looking at this. Like, it's my favorite activity, swimming laps. And we just keep like stroking and we're like getting closer. You got two ends of the pool, FA and FO. And we just keep backstroking, right? And we're getting inching near the FO part.
Oh, very fucking close. Should we say we're doing butterflies though for reality? Isn't that a type of swim? A butterfly?
That'll work. That'll work. Or the breaststroke, since BJ hates sex.
See y'all. Who all is Craig giving his banking info to that Granny could get from some random person in their area? This isn't even close to believable. Yeah.
You know what? That makes me think of something though. Uh-oh. See, I thought that maybe it was just because you were in like a drunken whatever, not all there stupor that you did this. However, I'm starting to wonder if he didn't show a certain somebody's social security number on purpose.
Oh.
Interesting.
I agree with to cover for the spending, maybe, but also to be able to claim someone hacking a bank account.
Yep.
Well, her claim against me better be retracted because it's unacceptable to keep accusing me of crimes and think you're going to get away with it. And again, the part that I feel most importantly, her subs, even though they're delusional and they lie about Craig mentioning ketamine and pretend they didn't hear it, are any of you going to acknowledge that she in fact confirmed that Craig does have that amount in his bank account to claim that I hacked it? That's how I knew that number.
Yeah.
Instead of acknowledging that he stated it, that means he does have that amount.
Oh, I believe that. I mean, there's nothing to there ain't nothing that shows me he doesn't have that.
Yep. Somebody sent this to me. Have you guys heard this yet? Sorry, let me do that. You hear Craig say, damn.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear it?
Him sniffing, like, damn. Yeah.
Like it's some good shit. So it sounds like something being chopped up. Just saying. Sounds like something. I don't know. Could be anything. Just an interesting tidbit after what we just heard.
So I'm wondering, did they spend that other $70K already?
I was thinking, Lynn, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, someone in the chat said, I've been wondering that because, they, I wouldn't put it past them, with the way they talk about spending, because they probably thought that they were, set for life with that 100K. No, sirree.
Oh, I never heard it, Pebbles. But did you hear what Craig said about the ketamine and all, Clue?
Yeah.
And then he went on to say that, but they're not, makes you babble, but they're not professionals. And that if Brittney said, hey, we're going to do a professional stream, he would be sober. And they thought this whole conversation was muted.
So that was basically his way of saying, since it's your fault that you're not professional. So that's why I drink.
Yeah, what he was basically saying is that this drug makes us ramble, but it's okay for us to ramble because we're not professionals.
Right.
But if they want it, he just takes it as a pastime. But if Brittney said, hey, we're going to be professional about this, well, then, we'd have to be sober. He's basically admitting that they take substances and go live.
Absolutely.
I haven't listened to any of the stream.
Oh, you got to hear it.
I'm going to go over it, but I didn't hear anything she did last night.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't hear anything last night. But I want to hear it because Lynn has, where apparently she defames me.
Yep.
Would be this one.
Yep.
The Campbell Soup account with over 90K was public record with the court until it was redacted. Brandywine put it out yesterday. Oh.
Well, I can say this much. To spend that much money, right, and you don't fix up the house, you don't blah, blah, whatever. The one thing that we do know has entered that place or their domicile, residence, whatever, that could potentially cost, upwards of 70K would be a truck.
A dolly.
What does that mean, Granny?
A dolly? It means two wheels on the back, 4 wheels on the back, 2 in the front, right? Tell me I'm right.
4 tires is 1 axle.
Yeah. Shut up.
4 tires and 1 axle.
2 ducks fly.
Shut up.
Yeah. See, we all have our moments. Damn it. I was so certain of myself when I made that statement, though. That 4 quarters was $2, but in my head I knew it was 1. I don't know what I was saying, and you just won't leave me alone about it.
I mean, to be fair, I agreed. So
I'm gonna rage out like reality in just a moment if you don't stop. Thank you, Sasha, for hitting the thumbs up. All right, my vape died, so I have to plug it in. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
At least you're not misdating videos all the time.
Oh my gosh.
No, I told them earlier because they watched that one earlier, the one I misdated.
I do that all the time. I literally named a whole file the other day, a literal entire file 2025.
Yeah.
And look, I was, holy crap, I was live the other day and saw 131. And I'm like, I was making sure I was right because it was someone's birthday, right? And I'm like, holy crap, it's New Year's Eve. I swear on everything. I literally in my head was like, oh my God, it's fucking New Year's Eve. Like, I don't even have champagne. Like, what?
Yep, I did the same thing. A few streams back, the same thing had happened. Somebody was like, I'm sorry, was this like last year? Oh shit, I misdated it again.
Yes, I got struck. So I have been, well, I have only done it once. I streamed on Kick yesterday because I'm in timeout. I have been
Did you
sit-
like
I did actually. I liked Kick a lot better than Rumble.
Yeah.
It's really, so like, I guess on there, you're like offline. You're like always technically there, but you're just offline. I don't know. It's really weird, but
Do you have to have a certain number of subscribers to monetize?
I think you have to have like 250.
Oh, okay.
But that's, you know what? It's interesting too, because he was looking at that yesterday, and it's, Craig, right? I think there's a problem when you don't put value into something that your partner is telling you, right? And I think Craig is always telling her we should go to other platforms, like you should diversify
Yeah.
your show, right? And if she would just listen to him and respect what he says, and maybe take like a look at other things when he's talking about them, he's kind of got a point, right?
He's a dumbass, but he has better instincts about social media for sure.
Yeah, because he was telling her one time, he's like, that you make more money on like Rumble and stuff like that. And when he was looking yesterday, fiance was looking, and he's like, yeah, the thing is 95.5.
Uh-huh.
Which is way better than, other platforms. So it's like he should probably listen to her. And Granny's right. We don't. Oh, it's funny because we're always hearing how weak we are, and we can't take it when someone says something about us. And meanwhile, Queen and I, when we go live, immediately there's like this mass influx of people, and our super chats get gone, meaning we're being mass reported, right? But
right.
we can't take it.
Right.
Okay.
I did find so yesterday when I was live, I noticed that people were talking to Brittney Sue, and but I didn't see what she had said. I did go back and look at what she said. She said that Chris and Katie were hiding Bastion from Seth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was in there defaming Chris and Katie 1000% again.
Well, I wish I would understand. I wish I could understand where she's coming from, because Seth and most of the quote unquote green team tried to signify that Katie hurt him and sent him to the upper room. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So which
Sure
of it did she, I think even one time on Court TV, Seth says something about cough medicine or something,
right?
Or whatever, drugging him or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, which is it? Did she do the unthinkable, or do they just have him hiding out somewhere?
And these mofos over here constantly yelling about you can't make accusations without proof.
Right.
What's your proof, Brittney Sue? What's your proof?
Unbelievable. They have zero self-awareness. Good morning, Maze.
That's, I think, the statement. I heard this yesterday because I streamed her, because I can do that on another platform. But I like how that statement is even allowed to be said over there. Meanwhile, all of the egregious shit that you all said I did in regards to my child and my ex, but
right,
said without proof, mind you.
Right.
Smarty said, I sent you a DM. Please check it ASAP.
Who?
You. My chat now is what she wrote.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
Bernad goes around all these chats, and the first thing I actually finally blocked her. I was allowing her to be in my comment section. I didn't care. But how many times are you going to mention Katie when Katie's not even up discussion? That woman is eerily obsessed. Okay. The way she goes around bringing up Katie out of nowhere is thoroughly concerning. On top of that, Bernad, you're listening right now. You can't even spell your own name correctly, but you think you solved the disappearance of a child. On one hand, like Clue was saying, you all say that Katie took Sebastian's life, and then on the other hand, you guys say they're just hiding him. You're fucking moronic. They asked Steph to step up and help with Sebastian, and he's the one that said he'll wait a year. And when it was his year, when the time came for him to take Sebastian, suddenly the child disappears.
Suddenly the child disappears on the anniversary of Katie filing divorce papers.
Right.
Interesting.
I was joking, Smarty Me. It was a joke about Brittney. Thank you, Lucia. They are stalking her. They posted tons of pics of her proving as much from Sunday.
Yep.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, they did. I actually did. I saw that on Twitter. They were taking pictures of her going into a nail salon.
Unbelievable.
who?
Katie. They're taking pictures of Katie going into a nail salon. They're fucking stalking her.
Who? Can you write in the back chat who published that?
I'll have to go look for it again. But yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Barbara, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Yeah, I just think that I think people are getting fed up with them thinking they can say and do whatever they want, but meanwhile sue and threaten people all the fucking time. Thank you, Nothing, for hitting a thumbs up. That is not cool. They need to get the law involved if people are stalking. Yeah, I agree. That's disgusting. She can't get her nails done. But yet Brittney says that by talking about litigation, she's harassed. But that's acceptable? Okay. Oh, I got it. I know who it was. All right. I'm sure Clue's looking at that. Let's hear what Brittney got herself in trouble with.
You're here to correct the misinformation and the lies.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Without going into it too much, Gammy Num Nums over there said that she's made contact with somebody in my real life, and they talk to her, tell her things about me.
Did I say I made contact with somebody in her real life? I never said that.
Nope. You did not.
I did not use the words I made contact with somebody in your real life. I didn't reach out to anybody in your real life. That's a lie. You just lied on me right there. Thank you, Smarty Me. I have a feeling I'm not going to get past this very long without interrupting. 20 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Barbara gave the 5. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Or whatever. And basically,
talk to anybody who knows anything.
right. Clues.
He lies. We don't even talk to anybody who knows anything. Okay. Then why do you assume I talked to somebody?
Not far off on her theories of me, which the poor girl, she's been wrong about just about everything. Court right now, I'm absolutely not in trouble with the court. Jesus Christ.
You don't even know what's going on.
Craig said you don't even know what's going on. She doesn't know. No, she's not in trouble with the courts, though. She's not. She just, all her claims are just now dismissed. She has no claims of safety. That's all.
We just say that the people that
Jamie.
are saying something are lying their ass off.
Jamie, were you
Nope.
there?
Not
Did you
lying
see
my ass
that?
off.
Are you listening to what other people are saying over on the other side?
What did she say?
With it.
Oh, they
not-
threw you under the bus. Yeah, they did. And the testimony that was given will be used against you. Absolutely. She's actually right. Jamie's right about that.
In trouble, you
I
guys.
don't know.
Right. Jamie, you do realize that I'm going to and can get the transcripts.
If I get
People
subpoenaed,
need
don't
to
show
stop
up. Don't I get
listening
arrested?
to fucking Granny, man. Y'all really need to stop.
What Barbecue and I told you all that we will get the transcripts. Why would I lie about that? He absolutely took to the stand on record and confirmed everything we needed for upcoming shit. Brittney, you wouldn't even know how to find the transcripts if you tried. You don't even know our litigation number. You don't even know how to get to the docket. I was fucking there. How are you going to tell me? You think me and Barbecue can? Okay. You can ask Nick himself if he ratted you out. He'll tell you.
They said that they would not hold plaintiffs in contempt if they didn't come.
I never said otherwise.
What was the end result of this hearing today?
Didn't I always say, unless and until the judge says otherwise, the plaintiffs have to show up? The moment the judge said otherwise, didn't I make a community post and let you all know that the judge said otherwise? I didn't say they'd be held in contempt. No, he nope. Go ahead, ask. Answer reality.
Not hold plaintiffs in contempt if they didn't come.
What was the end result of this hearing today? Does anybody know what the end result of this hearing was about?
Why isn't Brittney answering? Why are you silent, Brittney?
Exactly.
Because it was denied. That's the end result. The end result was your plaintiffs were found to not be credible, to have zero evidence of any of their claims to warrant a gag order or safety concerns.
This is such an easy question to answer. What happened? What happened? She can't answer it. She won't answer it.
She only knows because of what we say. Cash, I missed your earlier one because I walked away for a minute. Wake up, Sleepy Jean, a live stream deceiver. A live stream deceiver and a home losing beach. Facts, Cash. She just don't know when to stop.
Wake up, Sleepy Jean.
Yeah, I don't listen. I'm not, first of all, we're not even supposed to be speaking on it. And that's what I'm not going to do.
That's not true. There's nothing that says we couldn't speak on it. That's not true. This bitch just lies to get away from having to tell anybody the fucking truth. Tell the truth of what happened, Brittney. She aggravates the shit out of me, and this is why. It says right here, with respect to the remainder of the relief request in the safety concern motion, the court finds that there was no credible evidence introduced at the February 2nd hearing of any actions or conduct by the defendants that give rise to a credible safety concern for any of the plaintiffs. The court has elevated the testimony provided by plaintiffs Nick Hasafrasu, Julie Valente, Officer Kyle Engelman of the Marple Township, defendants Stephanie and Jessica during the course of the nearly 3.5-hour hearing. The court has considered the documents admitted into evidence at the February 2nd hearing. And in consideration of all the foregoing, the court finds that nothing therein gives rise to a credible safety concern of any of the individual plaintiffs. Yep.
I haven't seen this.
And then she goes on to say down here, the court knows that defendants object vehemently to the admissibility of the documentary evidence on various grounds. While the court overruled those objections during the February 2nd hearing, the court has, in considering the documentary evidence, given it the weight the court believes those documents deserved. Based on various factors, including but not limited to credibility of the authors of the documents, and whether the persons who made statements in documents were parties to this case and or provide testimony. So she gave it the weight it deserved based on who was presenting it. That's your answer of what happened, Brittney.
That's telling you up front your credibility is in the fucking toilet.
Yep. Nicole G, thank you so much. My attorney has a note for Eagle. I'll tell you that. We'll be flying around soon.
Eagle.
Oh, yeah.
Do it, lady.
Yeah, this was the hearing we just had. The judge ruled that day, as she was told to by Superior Court, and she denied their motion. She said they had no credibility.
Right. You don't need to speak on it. I'm just trying to prove a point. What happened? What happened? What was the end result today? Did it not get denied? Is that what happened?
I think the safety thing.
Yes.
But I didn't put a lot of.
Why isn't she just answering? Yes, their claims were denied. You took another L. Answer it.
And
I don't know why people.
And reality is kind of saying that as if they won, as if her side won. They don't fucking get it.
She really is. Reality saying that like we're the ones that went in with safety concerns and were denied. Yeah, she thinks that we were denied. Exactly, beautiful disaster. She has it so backwards. They all do. And Brittney's being like this because Craig's right there and she doesn't want Craig to know the reality of what's going on.
Yep.
I didn't put a lot of.
Also, the judge did not say we can't speak on this. That was the whole point. There is no gag order in our hearing. We're allowed to speak about any of the documents, any of the briefs. That was one of their arguments, that we keep reading out these documents and they wanted us to stop. And the judge said on the stand, there's no gag order in this case. They're allowed to read the briefs. They're allowed to read the documents. We were allowed to do all of it.
Listen to the speech she gives next.
Oh, golly.
I don't know why people's losing their minds over that. It doesn't change anything else. Like,
yes, it changes all of it.
It's not some big, massive win, and like.
Oh my God, I'm gonna get so mad. It is a big, massive win because again, the judge declared that they brought a bunch of bullshit before her. It plays a huge part in what's all to come, and it does change everything because all of your claims of fear are now dismissed and your whole fucking declarations were based off fear. But she just don't get it.
And this will be part of the record when you're all in front of the judge saying we shouldn't have to pay these girls any money.
Right. Cash, we are Legion, Brittney. We are Spartacus. I love the FO part of this. Yeah, but she doesn't want to fucking hear it. And whatever.
We're not even supposed to be talking about.
That's not true.
Litigation. It's crazy. And as soon as you get
a low IQ person that thinks they're
you start going live.
Oh my fucking God! There's nothing more dangerous than a low IQ person. There's no gag order. There's nothing that says we can't talk about litigation. I can't believe this bitch. Meanwhile, your attorney, your co-plaintiffs were telling you to stop speaking about me, and you couldn't fucking do it. But when it comes to every time she takes a loss, she never wants to admit that they took a loss.
Yeah.
That's her way to distract from acknowledging the fact that they once again took a fucking major L in court and were proven to be abusers of the court.
Yeah, that bitch can't be wrong.
It infuriates me how delusional she is and that she has the nerve, her and Craig, to think they are the smartest people and they know what they're talking about when they're so grossly wrong.
She'll talk about it when it goes in her favor or when she can try to find a way to twist it into her favor. But when it doesn't go in her favor and there's no way to twist it into her favor, stop talking about it.
Meanwhile, they make that Kelsey Rico song, right? I mean, come on. Mr. Black actually said to Google it. Of course, wouldn't make you drive across country. Craig, I don't need to Google it. I'll speak to my attorney. And yes, when you choose to sign yourself to jurisdiction across country, they chose to do that. Yep. The courts didn't find they have jurisdiction over Brittney. Brittney handed jurisdiction to them.
Yep.
Oh God, bless their hearts. They're so fucking
volunteered. Brittney volunteered for all of this.
Yeah, all of it. Every last bit of it. Plant and Puppy Lady, thank you for becoming a member. All right, let's hear.
Telling people.
They all think you're as dumb as they are.
You talked. I want to say this too, and I'm not addressing anything else. Anything that is said or any of the like attempts to harass and all of me, I'm taking screenshots, documenting all of it, and sending it to the proper people that need to have it and see it.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. My attorney.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's another speech.
You've been.
Okay, yeah, because somebody said this one doesn't have where she talks about me hacking the bank account.
No, it does.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You've been told. You're on notice for the things that you say.
Yeah, you're also on notice for the things that you say by an attorney who is fully prepared to go forth today. Shall you give him reason to? And it's not for harassment. It's not a fucking game. It's because you're finally going to be held accountable for everything you initiated and you continue to do.
She said you're on notice.
You're on notice.
Future.
Yes. And
it's the biggie.
Yeah, don't speak on it. I mean, what's done is done, and what's happened today, and the end result was denied. That's all I know. Okay, that's all I heard. Anything else, I have not. I mean,
please.
Reality really thinks the denial part was on their behalf. She thinks that we lost today.
Yep.
Oh, that's scary. If I don't speak it, it doesn't exist. Thank
Be
you, Anya.
mindful not to take somebody's word with no proof.
My attorney
Even
did
mine.
this.
Anybody's. If somebody tells you something or you hear something, no matter how jaw dropping, no matter how worrisome, no matter how good it might be, good, bad, ugly, whatever. If you hear something and there's no proof of that,
It's a lie.
don't take it for fact.
Yeah, my attorney quoted this in his email because he said, "Does that include her receipts to Mr. Harris, where she claims that C&D's cost her $8,000?" The
Right.
fact of the matter is, there is proof, Brittney. There's myself, there's Barbecue, there's our attorneys, there's the two people that came on behalf of Barbecue and I. Then there's Nick, there's Julie, there's Hong, there's Lasniak, there's the judge, the court reporter, and most importantly, there's transcripts. And since you said, Brittney, that you will get the transcripts, I want you to get those transcripts and I want you to read them aloud to your audience so that you can again call me a fucking liar about what happened at court that day. Your co-plaintiff, Nick Hasafrasu, sat on the stand and he threw you so hard under the bus that he literally gave us everything we needed to finalize our next step against you. If you think that I am lying, then bless your little fucking heart, because only time will tell you otherwise. I don't have to give you any further heads up. You, my friend, are on notice.
He got on that stand and went full Wade Wilson on you.
He really did, honestly. I mean, he threw her so far under. I have a mental image of GW's attorney sat in front of a fire smoking a cigar, a glass of port, watching Brittney. Probably. This is not a bash for cash. I repeat, not a bash for cash, because I don't want BJ accusing me of RICO, since that's what she thought in October of 24 was a great example of RICO. It isn't Landon. Oh. Brittney doesn't even know the definition of RICO. They don't. I'm telling you. They have no idea.
Until you see evidence of that, because now receipts just don't even matter anymore. People can just come on here and say whatever the hell they want to say.
Does the judge's ruling matter? Because didn't Brittney say the judge found that there was no merit in the slap? That was a blatant lie. Remember when Brittney was like, this reads like a dismissal?
Yeah.
It was. We won. Like she's the one that doesn't know shit and lies about everything. The judge's ruling is literally on the docket, and the transcripts, I'm sure, are available. Get them.
And it's the gospel.
Get them.
There have been, oh my God, it's so bad.
That's what I said. Where's the critical thinking? Where is the investigative work to find the truth? It doesn't exist anymore, it seems.
Where's the investigative proof work to find the truth? It was in the courtroom that you decided not to appear before.
It's like,
I don't have a family member that would do it. I don't have a friend that would do that.
You sure?
I don't have a one of my kids' teachers. You know what I mean? My kids' counselors, anybody. There's nobody.
Her kids' counselors?
In my real day-to-day that would ever make contact with somebody online about me and share details of my life.
Are you sure about that? And how sure are you about that?
It just would never happen. Also, Craig and I have never been subpoenaed or demanded by a judge, summoned by anybody to brandish his bank account records. So this claim that she knows how much is in Craig's account and she knows about, his personal things is a bold-faced lie, unless she has, broken the law somehow to get that information. So unless you've broken the law, you're lying. Whichever one it is fine by me. It's all documented as well. To sit there and say that you're talking, that's proof of harassment and stalking. When you're saying that you're talking to someone in my private life to get details.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't. As stated by my attorney, no, it isn't. But it's actually defamation to say that I'm committing a crime of stalking, harassment, and hacking into bank accounts. And again, you have been put on notice to retract these statements against me, or we will go forth with a defamation per se case against you. Brush this off as online drama if you want to. But I'm telling everybody, this is my fair warning that I do not have to give her, that if she doesn't retract these statements, I will without a doubt pursue her for these lies against me, for accusing me of committing crimes. Secondly, I never said I reached out to anybody in her real life. Matter of fact, I never even engaged back with the person who emailed me. Not that it's any of your business, Brittney, but why are you so afraid of it? If you're rest assured that nobody in your real life would ever reach out to me, why are you so hot and bothered by it right now? Isn't that crazy?
This is your cease and desist.
It is. This is your verbal warning of what's going to come next if you decide to ignore what I'm saying. Absolutely. Also, while I have her saying this, can I just remind you all, because what you're not going to do is continue to lie on my fucking name. Actually, I'll play this while I get it.
About me. And then to say that you know Craig's account and what's in it and how much, that's pretty bold. That's pretty bold.
No, it's pretty bold to claim that I said that and I don't know how much is in it, because the truth of it is right here.
See, if for anybody thinking that Craig keeps up with this shit, here's proof he don't.
I tried to.
It's just too much shit.
I can't imagine being really famous. Could you imagine? You just can't do it.
At least the real famous people get paid a lot of money
They
for
just
it.
keep up with the other famous people.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they think they're famous. Let me clarify something. I didn't give her she doesn't have 3 days to do this. I will file within 3 days. She doesn't have 3 days to do it.
There's too many peons.
Exactly. She had a tantrum because somebody she controlled gave you money. Yep. So Melissa came in last night. Melissa is someone who has supported Buzzy. She supported
I don't
everybody.
even know who all the mods are.
And
Ever.
Melissa has
I tried though.
Melissa came out and said today that she has given Buzzy $25,000. $25,000.
Well, you're a dumb motherfucker.
No, don't say that. Because I mean, listen, her daughter died. Before you say that, her daughter died.
Oh, don't say that. She's
I
gonna
would
stop
give you
giving.
$25,000.
Yep.
Oh,
And Up to Good has a good point. Oh, you're famous? Then you have a different privacy rights.
Yep.
Not bashing, just cashing. Thank you, Kazai.
you know what's funny to me in that statement? What you just said, BJ. At least the real famous people get a lot of money. So what you're basically admitting is that these safety concerns over you and your children that you claim to have would not be there if you were making a lot of money.
They did just say that, didn't they?
Yeah. Go on, Mom.
Now, I want everybody to listen very closely to what's stated next.
Don't say
$25,000.
I want to
Before you
give
say
you.
that. Her daughter died mysteriously.
I wouldn't give you $25,000.
Fuck.
Don't say that because they're going to run with that and say that you.
I'm just
He's
saying I
talking
wouldn't do
shit.
that for nobody. I mean, I would get you a new
He would
car.
give me $20,000. Stop lying.
If I was rich.
What
I'm
I'm
not rich
what
yet.
I'm saying is,
She must be fucking rolling
she
in the dough. huh?
well, I guess she does well for herself. But what happened was he's just
Really?
playing reality. He's talking shit. He'll give me
He's going to stop talking shit because Brittany's telling him she got fucking money. Shut up. We won it. But listen to what he says right here.
money. He's just playing reality. He's talking shit. He'll give me money. What
You
she
got my
saying?
fucking bank card. What you talking about? There's more than that, isn't there?
You got my fucking
Oh.
banking card. What are you talking about? There's more than that in there. Thank you, WNC Granny. Please refrain from bashing cash. All right. So we hear it, right? Everybody hears it. One in the chat, if you heard this man just say, you got my banking card, and there's more than that in there, implying there's more than $25,000 in his bank account, correct?
That's what he said.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, the way that she explained it, I don't even feel like this.
So all of that is mute now. Let's go back to this.
Whichever one it is fine by me. It's all anybody that would ever make contact with somebody online about me and share details of my life. It just would never happen. Also, Craig and I have never been subpoenaed or demanded by a judge, summoned by anybody to bring.
That's a lie, too. She was summoned by Mr. King to come to court that day. They then put in a quash to reject their requests for people to come. She denied their quash, but then said in interim that whoever doesn't show then waives any safety concerns. They cannot say they have any concerns for their safety, which is what Brittney essentially did, which is very important because, again, Brittney's entire declarations were based off safety. Brittney sent me a C&D as if she was going to pursue me in an RO based off safety. Her friend Potato is still inciting Brittney to file an RO against me, but she just, again, waived her rights to one by not showing up for a safety hearing. That's why it's important that you didn't show up.
Brandish his bank account records by anybody to brandish his bank account records. So this claim that she knows how much is in Craig's account and she knows about, his personal things is a bold-faced lie unless she has, broken the law somehow to get that information. So
now she says 3 times here that I broke the law to get that information. Again, you all just heard Craig put that information out. But what Brittney's doing, and again, put a 2 in the chat if you agree with me, is she is in fact confirming that Craig does have over $25,000 in his bank account.
2.
So unless you broken the law, you're lying. Whichever one it is fine by me. It's all documented as well. To sit there and say that you're talking, that's proof of harassment and stalking. When you're saying that you're talking to someone in my private life to get details,
bold accusation
about me,
defamatory,
and then to say that Craig's account and what's in it and how much, that's pretty bold. That's pretty bold.
Is it?
Finances, you have to have written signatures and stuff to get that.
Right.
You have to have permission, and it's all documented for that reason.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Because they can get sued.
Yeah,
sure can, can't you?
It's like anything that's of legal value, you have to have that person's signature.
Oh, okay.
You go to the court and get a.
That reminds me, how are they? If Brittney hasn't spoken with Nick or Lasniak, how are they getting her signatures? Interesting.
Oh, yeah, right? You have to put a signature down. Everything has to have a picture. I was with my ex. I couldn't even go get stuff out of the bank for him on his account. It was his account. I couldn't. I was with him, Think about it.
Say
she's snoring.
I have a full brief on what happened today.
So she's saying at night gave her a brief about what took place today. And I guess now suddenly their words are more valuable than ours. Although Brittney just last week or so was saying Nick was a liar, right? We'll have the transcripts though. That's okay. So will you, Brittney? You said you'll get them. Read them out to your audience.
Have instructions on what to do going forward. I know the date and the time of the next hearing. And
February 19th is a hearing where you're all claiming I'm in contempt. And the judge herself said on the stand that day that there was no live broadcasting. The Superior Court's ruling was that we were not to distribute anything that came from the live broadcasting of the February 18th hearing. The judge herself already said there was no live broadcasting. Therefore, I'm not in contempt. But go off with your bad self. Hopefully you'll be there this time, Brittney.
It's 4. And
that's all that matters.
I'm going to also request transcript of all of that for my own, well-being. And that's that. You know what I mean?
Suddenly she wants to know what's going on in litigation, right? Because they keep taking L after L. But I hope she does. And I hope she reads that transcript to her audience. Sure do.
That's that. And I'm going to follow along with what I'm being instructed to do. And what I'm being instructed to do is not to give her anything. And I'm not going to.
You sure about that? Because I'll show you what you gave me, Brittney, again, in case anybody didn't see it. As both you are aware, this office represents Jessica in the above referenced matter. Judgment was entered against Brittney Nicole Jackson. Attorney Harris is contacted here too because it was his cease and desist that resulted in my office filing a declaratory action against Ms. Jackson, and he is the last known counsel there too. That said, Attorney Lazniak is also aware of this action, as are co-plaintiffs in the at night first myself. This was confirmed in documents posted by Ms. Jackson's co-plaintiff, Nick Hasfrasu, during a January 19th live stream on his YouTube channel. Take heed in saying First Jackson Supra, we will soon be assessing damages. Thereafter, we will be conducting discovery in aid of execution. Advise your client this is not harassment, as she espouses. The discovery in aid of execution will also include garnishee interrogatories. Counsel should explain to Ms. Jackson that this type of discovery after a judgment is assessed is allowable under the law. Perhaps in doing so, you can better expand Ms. Jackson's myopic edification. We note the same process will take place after at night first meet case goes back to the lower court for dispositions on attorney fees and punitive damages. Counsel should explain to Ms. Jackson this information will aid both myself and Attorney King, copied here too, in determining her assets for recovery. In that regard, let it be known, Ms. Jackson's claimed live and a paramour will be served garnishee interrogatories based on comments she and or Craig made on one of her recent live streams. It was set forth Craig, in some manner, had a certain amount of money in his bank account, and most intriguing that Ms. Jackson had access to his bank card associated with this account. Perhaps Ms. Jackson did not hear the aforementioned because she was taking one of her intermittent live stream siestas. In any event, should Craig not answer the garnishee interrogatories, we will enter a default judgment against him for the amount of any unpaid judgment entered against Ms. Jackson on either applicable reference case herein. Of course, Craig should then expect his recently acquired truck to be seized to satisfy a portion of any judgment on either case. Despite the legal avenues available in collecting a judgment, on or about February 2nd, which is what we just played, okay, Ms. Jackson, during a live stream, made misinformed comments about the legal process, as well as defamatory comments about Ms. Sang, whom she characterizes as gammy num-nums. This is from a woman who asserted to her viewers Attorney Harris's services cost $8,000. Amazingly, on the same live stream, Ms. Jackson set forth, and we paraphrase, that people should not trust even her without receipts. Well, are those the same receipts, the same paid in full receipts concerning Attorney Harris's engagement for several cease and desist letters? whatever. Regardless, Ms. Sang, in discussing the discovery and aid of execution process, is not engaging in harassment, as she has a default judgment against your client. More disconcerting is the fact Ms. Jackson, on her February 2nd live stream, asserted Ms. Sang committed a crime by acquiring Craig's banking information. This is an utter published falsehood. Advise Sleepy Jean, the information about Craig in reference to a bank account was broadcasted on one of her live streams for all to hear. Take heed, should Ms. Jackson not retract her false accusatory statement that Ms. Sang committed a crime by acquiring Craig's banking information, claimed amount, and Ms. Jackson's use of his card, in a manner other than from Ms. Jackson's own live stream, within 3 days, we will be filing a defamation lawsuit against her. Without a doubt, her criminal accusations against Ms. Sang is clearly defamation per se. Right after this new lawsuit is filed, we intend to immediately and vigorously propound litigation discovery. Thereafter, a deposition Ms. Jackson will be gleefully scheduled. Be forewarned, we are also well aware of Ms. Jackson's recent assertions about certain accounts in her possession. Any attempts to frame Ms. Sang will be dealt with accordingly. This goes as a warning as well to the master creator, as testified, fake news, should this be the new plan of attack for Ms. Jackson. Again, Ms. Jackson can try to distort that pursuing the law, legal process is harassment. We all know such a postulation miserably fails. In addition, Ms. Jackson can rile up her deluded followers to create drama, as her co-plaintiffs, and at night, first myself, are aware, for profit, in claiming Ms. Sang committed a crime. However, to my extreme pleasure, Ms. Jackson is horribly misinformed and now faces another lawsuit. Ms. Jackson truly is the Jelly of the Month Club. Thank you in advance for your attention here too. So you should have followed what your co-plaintiff's brief told you to do, which is not to give me any ammo, but you did by accusing me several times in one live stream of breaking the law.
And that was the legal, well-written version of what I was trying to say to you yesterday, Brittney. You can hide your head in the sand all you want with regard to this litigation, but if you don't show up and you fail to respond, you will get a default judgment and your wages will be garnished. It doesn't matter whether you turn in your financial statements or not.
She has a default judgment already.
No, I know she has the default judgment, that one default judgment, but there will be one in the RICO as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There will be a default judgment and they will assign how much you owe, and that will be garnished from your wages through the government.
And as Kelsey pointed out, there's a reason my attorney put Mr. Rancher on there and mentioned that Brittney says that his services for cease and desist was $8,000.
Yep.
Everything my attorney does is with the next step in mind, which is why we have not failed at anything we have set forth so far. Because unlike what Brittney says about him, he is not a back alley attorney. He's a very well-established, educated, and fantastic attorney. Most importantly, he's an attorney that's fed up with the games that are being played with other people's livelihoods, and he's done with it.
And not only that, you're having to pay him a hell of a lot of money just to show up to court to defend your right for free speech. Yesterday or 2 days
That's why
ago,
he's pissed off. Yeah.
Yeah. So he had to show up. Both of your attorneys had to show up to an emergency hearing just to prove to the judge that you didn't do anything above and beyond your free speech rights.
Yep.
And
one that they immediately requested a continuance to, miraculously.
Exactly. As we're so afraid of no ambulance. I'm sorry, ambulance. I know we called you, but can you come next week actually? Because we're not ready for you yet. We haven't staged the scene, right? So fuck you, Brittney. You're Brittney and all the plaintiffs. You're making these lawyers show up to defend these women's First Amendment rights, charge all this money, which will eventually end up on your bill at the end of the day.
Yep. B. Frank, thank you so much. Yeah, these people, that's so funny because bash Cash for Cash sounds fun. Cash comes back and says, go bash Scorpion's nonsense, not me. And then Amma comes in and says, can I launder Cash?
Yeah.
And then Cash says, music charts this week. #1 live stream deceiver. #2, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. We are here to collect debts. But no, the fact is, like, people say, oh, well, that's not very professional, or your attorney. First off, attorneys are everyday people. I just had this conversation with somebody last night. This idea that attorneys don't listen to live streams, or when attorneys are working a case, they absolutely listen to whatever they need to ensure their clients are properly represented.
Yep.
In this case, my attorney called on to something I didn't catch on to. Ironically, in the same live stream where Brittney says she's going to do what At Night told her to do, which is to not give me any more ammo, but you literally just gave me a defamation case on a fucking silver platter, a Pyrex, if you will. And this isn't a joke. This isn't like, aha, I got you, bitch moment. This is, I'm fucking done with you, Brittney. I'm not hacking you. I'm not doing anything to your real life. I don't give a fuck if your father himself emailed me. It's none of your business. It's not harassment, and it certainly isn't stalking. And I'm done with you accusing me of crimes I'm not committing. Until and unless you understand the gravity of the real life terms you are using, such as stalking, harassment, incitement, invasion of privacy, and so forth, I strongly suggest, as long as you are unrepresented by counsel, that you stop using these serious terms, because they will result in serious litigation, in which you will then need a serious lawyer to defend. Fucking done with it. Unbelievable.
It's as easy as getting a dictionary, Brittney.
It really is.
I've literally never seen her double check herself on something, on a word.
You know what amazed me? And say I'm lying, Brittney, because I can't wait for the fucking transcripts, but I bet you'll never pay the cost it will take to receive them. But I'm going to wait for you to get them, Brittney. So go ahead and do it now. What amazes me is that even on the stand, when Julia Valente was asked by Lesniak, if she feels that I harassed her or that she feels that, she's the victim of harassment, she had to stop and ask, well, what does harassment mean?
Oh.
So then he retracted his question to her. Because one thing these people don't know is the true definition of defamation, harassment, stalking, incitement of hate, infliction of harm. They don't know these legal terms, and they clearly don't have the correct legal counsel to guide them.
Yep.
The old Pyrex probably worth more than her house. I don't know, but as noticed and mentioned, Craig has now, thank you for being a member. I'm sorry, Smoky Mountain. Craig has now opened himself up too. Oh, she can call her. She has a lot to say to her, Mittens. Yeah, and how about that? Brittney saying we can't email with people from her real life as harassment and stalking. Yeah, she can call people's fucking moms and husbands.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't even cross my damn mind.
Yeah.
So is that harassment of Mel and her mother when you're calling? Is that stalking then? Huh. Clue, has your mom been called? I bet you're like, bitch, she wishes she would.
No, she is
said
not, unfortunately.
Yeah.
She said she was going to call Al too.
Yeah, Julie's husband.
Yeah.
But if somebody from their real life emails one of us, we're now stalking and harassing her.
Yep. And hacking.
And hacking. Yep.
I mean, I don't know. I find the idea that anyone would actually want to talk to anyone in your family to just be revolting. Look
Right.
what they raised. What information are you going to get? Sorry, not sorry. That bloodline
Well,
ain't very honest, in my opinion.
Well, not necessarily, because it doesn't necessarily reflect them as people, but I get what you're saying. But if she knows with certainty, and I love how she threw out my kid's therapist. Okay, bitch. She knows with certainty that nobody in their real lives will reach out. Then why are you harping on it? Why are you so hot and bothered that you brought it up, 3 times? And that short clip? Are you really sure that nobody would reach out? Or are you just guessing? What if I told you that this same person may or may not have made contact with my attorney as well? Let that sink in. New account with the 48 months, 4 years plus 2 months. That is literally mind-blowing.
That's awesome.
You guys are the best. That is insane. 48 months. Crash says, maybe I'm being a bit Craig-minded, but how can you sure for something you do not know the definition of in any sense? How can you sue for? Exactly. If Brittney don't retract her defamatory statements, I don't even know if it's within 3 days, but soon she will be sued for her defamation by Granny's lawyer. He is done with her and all the BS from that side. Yeah. Absolutely. Done. I think everybody is.
That's a good question, Cash.
What?
The thing you have up on screen. Maybe I'm being a bit Craig-minded, but how can you sue for something you don't know the definition?
Right. That's why their lawsuit failed, though, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
I know, Touch Grace, but they're saying they were here 2 months prior to that because I wasn't monetized. Thank you. I didn't just pull another 4 quarters. It's $2. Question: would the ages of the person she had called and stalked leave her open to charges for elder abuse for above said actions? I'll tell you this. We were looking into Texas law. And in Texas, if you were 20 years older than the person you were harassing, it is a bigger punishment. So yes, I do believe age does come into play with things like that.
I don't know if this correlates, but you know the case of the guy in Vegas who killed the reporter?
Yes.
He got a higher sentence because the reporter was a senior.
Yeah, I believe it.
He did, yeah. Mark Kelly.
Yep, Pepper, you would guess correct. I told y'all we've been documenting. We're not kidding or joking about. And it is very unsettling that somebody who's always crying that people are defaming her would sit there and boldly accuse me of hacking into somebody's bank account. One, I just like she accused me of hacking into her email. I don't give a fuck to hack into anything that has to do with you. I actually rather hack at the idea of hacking into anything close to you. I don't give a shit what anybody in your personal life has to say about you. Everything I know about you is good enough for me. I don't want to know anything further. What I do love, though, is that you confirmed by your own statement that Craig does, in fact, have over $25,000 in the bank. And that's something that your audience should also listen closely to. Because what that's called is, what do you call that when you subconsciously admit to something? I guess a subconscious admittal. Freudian slip.
Freudian slip. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, also, I find it quite galling that she would ask for $1,500 for Christmas and then get all that shit that she got for Christmas. And then, brag about this dually and then make up excuses for how they didn't have to spend a bunch of money for it. And then, there's just, there's so much cognitive dissonance with regard to, and then on top of that, he's bragging about having fucking more than $25,000 in the bank.
Right. And then on top of that, they're saying that everybody else is idiots. Everybody else is morons. Everybody else doesn't know what they're talking about. Not to believe anybody unless they show proof, but then proceeds to do all of what she just did. I'm literally baffled that she starts it by saying she's not allowed to talk about litigation, which means they're not allowed to admit to the internet that they lost because, of course, Nick has a cleanup story coming. But again, the transcripts will absolutely, without a doubt, clear that all up. And then ends it with, but she's not going to give me anything because she's going to follow what they told her to do, but yet literally just handed me a defamation case.
Yeah.
All in the same fucking live stream. That's truly amazing.
While telling everybody else that they should never make accusations without evidence.
Without proof, right. Well done. Well done, geniuses over there. Now, if only we can all be as famous as you two. Hey, nonsense.
Morning, ladies. I just came up really quick. Can't stay, but I wanted to make sure you are all formally served with the notice that because you are participating in public panels, you, according to 2024 BJ, are committing RICO and racketeering. So
I know, that's what their whole filing said.
Yeah, reality. How does that work out when you sit on panel beside her every night? You wanted to make sure we were all aware and put us on notice. Well, bitch, you're on notice. The protected class isn't going to help you out sitting there condoning and co-signing all this bullshit. And how does that work out?
We don't care if you have a glass eye or not.
Yeah.
You sat there and participated in defamation against me, reality. You will be a key witness to the defamation. And Donna has a great point here. So the family member who reached out to you is legit. BJ is now positive you do have communication with the family member. Why would she be positive of that unless something I said, I don't know, hit home?
Yeah, we're an entire RICO predicate sitting right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And like Donna said, but the family member reached out to you, not the other way around. You have the proof here from the live stream the other day. Yep. And Brittney has another new PayPal account. It'd be like her third one in a year. Yeah, that was their whole I'm kind of shocked that you said it that way because that was their whole allegation from the fucking jump. What the hell do you think made this whole RICO? It was that we all had coordinated thoughts and same opinions on the Sebastian Rogers case, and therefore they said that we're operating a RICO.
And use the tools of YouTube to redirect streams.
Yeah, which is a tool they offer.
I just
Thank
find
you
it
so
funny.
much, WNC Granny and Christopher. It really means a lot. Thank you guys. I always appreciate your messages too.
I personally think reality should start handing out legal advice because she was amped up helping all of that back in 2024, really fearmonger. They were really laying it on thick about how going to panels and Bash for Cash was what Rico was. And then she sits on a panel doing all the things she's doing, mentioning money and shit. But then they want to hide behind protected ass. That's probably what you need to do. Protect your ass. Okay, bye, ladies. Have a good day.
Oh,
Did you see this? BJ's lost victim card account might have let BJ know you weren't lying and told her who she was. She done a 360 in 24 hours. From you lying about talking to a family member to now knowing you are.
Uh-oh.
Another, what is it? Freudian slip?
Freudian slip, yeah.
Yeah, another new PayPal. Putting PayPal as someone else's name can also be looked at as a crime.
Yeah, how about reality?
Or what is it she accuses Alma of all the time?
Oh, laundering money.
Money laundering.
Hiding assets, maybe?
Uh-oh.
Could be looked at in many ways. People keep filing chargebacks on PayPal for BJ. She keeps having to open new accounts. Well, so first off, people have done that to me, and it doesn't, they don't easily shut down your account. That's for starters, especially if you're a verified account. Secondly, once PayPal closes an account, you're not allowed by PayPal services to ever open an account with them again. And the only way you could do that is if you either lie about your name, which is why they would shut you down because you're an unverified account, or you're putting in somebody else's name, like a live-in partner, and or you'd be gross enough to use children or family members' names.
Well, I mean, let's just be real. We do have one instance where, Finger Bangs there used an alias with the cops. So
you're right. You're right. Oh, and there's also the fact that Brittney proudly admits that she got Natasha Cooper's PayPal down before. So maybe it's the people you did that with that are now getting yours down. Because it always seems to come from within the home. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that Dark Horse / reality is Brittney's personal, troll doer of bad things.
Well, my theory on that whole white pony thing is that there's more than one person with the access to utilize that persona.
It's
How
funny
about
you say that because somebody came in under account before and they said that it was a troll account that Brittney's mods all have access to.
No shit.
It's hand to God. Yes, they did. Yep. They said that is an account that all the mods switched between. And that Brittney used it. It was Brittney's alt account. She gave the password to everybody else because people called out, if I'm remembering correctly, people called Brittney out for being the alt account. And to prove it wasn't her, she gave the password to her mods and would have them comment. So she could be like, see, look, it ain't me. Oh, that card was said to be hacked. This came about as there was suspected fraud as many complaints from donors requesting a return of donations. So Brittney claimed it was hacked. So I see now what people are saying with the leaking of Craig's Social Security. We now have this bullshit with the PayPal's being shut down. And now you have her defaming me saying I'm hacking bank accounts.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm thinking that she showed his social on purpose.
Boston, are you passing advice from Lana? Because every time Lana got caught up in fuck shit, she would be like, I was hacked.
I was hacked.
I was hacked. I was hacked. I was hacked.
Well, I can see if people really are requesting. I mean, her donators found out she lied about the cost of fucking Rancher. So I can see if people are requesting money back from that. They have a right to do that.
Right.
You false pretenses gathered all this money off of them and it came out. Oh, there you go. I did email Granny. When I heard her say Granny was lying, I made contact and told her I was the one who was in Granny's chat. I waited until you spoke on it first because I didn't want to harm your case. Thank you. Can you confirm if I've responded back to you yet or not? Because what did I say? I'm not going to respond back until after this court hearing. So that's whoever just said that was right then. Donna, you called it. You said Brittney went from saying I was lying, without a doubt lying, to suddenly I'm telling the truth. That person probably made contact and told Brittney, no, I'm the one that reached out.
Yep. Makes sense.
That is true, Butter Crimpet, because, I mean, they were redacted on my panel, but Bracken did say when she FOIA'd the information against Brittney and Craig that the police did not redact personal information. I'm gonna email back.
And how about reality becoming Brittney's new momager? Have you noticed that she's been trying to mom Brittney more and tell her what to do on her panel?
Yeah.
Like she's given her some sort of authority to tell her, now it's time to do this, now it's time to do that.
Oh, she needs a babysitter. Her and Craig both do.
It's true. She does need that.
I'm not sure I would trust reality to do it.
Right.
Can I ask you something, Granny?
Maybe. I'm scared now.
Why does it sound like you're on like a fucking sailboat or something every few seconds? I keep hearing this like metal tone. Are we sailing or?
You know what? Somebody else said that before, and I can't tell if it's when I like lean on my desk. Was it that right there? Yeah, it's when I lean on my desk. I'm sorry. I'll try not to do it.
I mean, I don't give a shit. I was just asking if I needed my swim trunks and flippy floppies.
One day, bitch, one day we shall sail away. Oh, in the sun, in the Caribbeans.
Maybe you'll get Dog the Bounty Hunter's yacht.
Ooh, I would like that. That would be fun.
Yeah, everything we just said about Brittney with the, the shit they have to turn over to the court, that applies to every single plaintiff, including Dog.
Oh, yeah. And at Night Media, which is why we questioned about who they are and their shares of the company. And
see, that's why I was saying it's the court system is about put up or shut up. So if you stay party to this case and you say, I should be able to get some remedy from Granny, well, Granny should be able to get some remedy from you if you aren't able to put up and you're accusing her of all kinds of shit.
Well, that's how it works, right? So that's why you do the, what my attorney said he's prepared to do with her, especially because I already currently have a judgment against her. But yeah, like if you don't have the actual physical money, you have assets.
Yes.
So they will seize your assets.
Correct.
That's why he said the fancy new TV, the Pyrex, the dually, all of that will,
I wouldn't be me if I didn't say this, so I'm going to. Do you think Craig ever, regrets seizing those assets?
Thank you, BJ victim. You didn't respond. I asked you not to until after Monday. I care about what she has put you through, all to save facing her own problems. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So you lied again, Brittney, when you said that I am communication with people from your real life. But she confirmed that this person is part of her real life because she's now confident, where before she said I was a liar. Love that for you. Dog's stepson is following Dog's footsteps. I still can't believe Lasniak's representing Dog's son in the crime.
So I haven't followed this, but I want to because I was really shocked about that whole situation. So Lesniak is representing Dog's stepson?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. And there's more information about I've just heard bits and pieces of this. There's more information about what happened, like the stepson was drunk when the child got killed, right?
And there was marijuana. He was over the legal limit.
Yeah.
He was playing around with the gun for quite some time, emptied the chambers, and then apparently loaded.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Do I think At Night's being investigated?
I hope they are.
Yeah. And Loki's mom said, Jess, as much as I love you and want you to win it all, please take nothing from within that hovel.
I know that's right.
I know that's right too. Yeah, you might you have to be careful taking assets. Some might come with roaches. Believe me, we know.
If
Burn it
if you
down.
do get anything from within that hovel, make sure it is hazmat debacterialized,
Ugh.
power washed, sent through a chamber.
Here we go. Dog the bounty hunter stepson arrested for allegedly shooting teen son.
Oh, he's been arrested. Okay.
Yep. After a year, he was in the whatchamacallit, like mental psych ward, whatever.
Jesus.
Of course, guess what? This is TMZ because of course only they would run immediately to TMZ to give their discussion on it. But
yes,
it goes on to say that his attorney, Joseph Lesniak, spoke on it. Dog the bounty hunter's attorney, Joseph Lesniak, has spoken out about the incident and said the case is a devastating family tragedy. Does that mean we should all? I think we should all follow this one closely, report on it, speculate, billboard it. I don't know.
I'm for sure going to.
Me too. Casual Art, thank you. Just wanted you to know I see you, and as much as my angry heart hurts for what this twat has put upon you, I'm just as proud of you. I have so much respect and hope you can get protective orders after all of this. Thank you, Casual Art. God bless, Jess. Winning. Indeed, I know that's right. It just sucks that any of this is happening. Like, who the fuck wants to be in courtrooms? You know what I mean? Like, but they did this. They fucking did this. Whole picking who is responsible. Oh. So the way the slat works is that when the ruling comes down, the plaintiffs are accountable. What is it? Solely and severally? That's the way they say it.
Jointly and severally?
Yeah, jointly and severally, which means if one of the plaintiffs happen to have more money, more fame, or more assets, we can seek that person for what will be entitled to, and that person then has to pursue their co-plaintiffs to get their portions back. Is my understanding of it. Mm-hmm. He added, we believe Greg loved his son deeply and that this was a tragic accident, one that has left many lives permanently changed, especially Anthony and Craig's. Well, was the son named Anthony?
Is it Greg or Craig?
Craig. I
That's
think it's
not
Greg.
weird.
It's Gregory. Greg, Greg. But look at this, right? So the little boy's name was Anthony. This is type of representation he's walking into. Listen to this sentence again. This is Lesniak. We believe Craig loved his son deeply and that this was a tragic accident, one that has left many lives permanently changed, especially Anthony's and Craig's. It didn't leave Anthony's life permanently changed.
Jeez.
He's dead.
Yeah.
That right there should just tell you all what type of
Lesniak, there's a thing called Toastmasters that a lot of lawyers go to learn how to speak well.
Is it?
Yeah, yes, Toastmasters.
I should go there too.
Well, I should go to it as well. I'm not one, but I'm not a lawyer.
I wonder if this means that they're now too busy to continue to help Seth Rogers. Is Dog and Lesniak and now At Night and all, are they moving on to this and no longer able to aid Seth Rogers in finding Sebastian? Or that's what I'm saying. Playing with a gun, like this is how easy these accidents can fucking happen. Sorry, Lynn, what were you saying?
No, I sort of forgot what I was about to say. It wasn't that important, but it just, you do know now that if something were to happen in Brittney's home, he would represent him.
I don't know. They wouldn't even represent her in the RICO and/or
I'm
the
just,
declaratory action. I know. Has your lawyer
You would
put in
ha-
the paperwork that requires those people not to claim bankruptcy in order not to pay you? Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to. This weight thing's stopping me from moving. This happened in Florida, is my understanding. There's ways for attorneys to practice out of state. I'm sure they did it all the right way. Oh, was the judge aware of the lies told at the hearing? Yeah, that's why she said she gave it the weight it deserves based on credibility.
Yep.
Absolutely. It's up to us, though, to file, I believe. Let me make sure, but I believe it's up to us to file perjury.
I have to say, it's not very often that I've seen a judge make a note of the lack of credibility in a ruling.
Oh, yeah. Neither the attorney nor a judge personally files a perjury charge in the way of a lawsuit is filed. Rather, perjury is a criminal offense investigated by law enforcement, prosecuted by state or federal authorities. A judge may report suspected perjury to prosecutors. The attorneys have ethical duties to address it, but only prosecutors file the criminal charges. Okay, so we would have to basically bring awareness to it, which makes sense because in his one motion, my attorney's motion, he said that if Julia Valente takes a stand and lies about why she was being investigated by her military or whatever, that we then will turn around if we find out she lied and pursue her for perjury, as well as Lasniak for basically allowing it.
Yeah, then it would be up to them to decide whether to pursue it.
Right.
Yeah. Criminally.
Nobody can file bankruptcy in this. You're right, Plant and Puppy. Well, and with the totality of not just the perjury, but, fabricated documents, faking police reports, lying that you made police reports when you simply emailed an officer. There's a lot of reason, especially with past histories, for the DA to actually listen and look. I mean, if you're already under the state's ruling, yeah, they might find reason.
Cash asked who turned up in court, and it was Nick, Julia, and Hong, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It says that he's the attorney for Craig. Small town. Well, no, you're right. It says Dog the Bounty Hunter's attorney, Joseph Lasniak, has spoken out. You're right. It does say Dog's attorney, which is very interesting because I noticed
yeah, that's what he's promoting on X, is that he's Dog's
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. He's using Dog to promote himself, like imagery of him and Dog, and says like, oh, I'm excited to take Dog to unprecedented heights and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
So people like myself were blamed for Dog having to cancel his search trips, right? Does that mean, since he did not go to court the other day, that he cannot actually claim any fear of safety and the inability to actually search?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, because that was our point too, that while he never actually had a cause against us and they, whatever, account against us because they missed whatever, that the only thing that was written in there is that we supposedly prevented Dog, that they were on their way to Tennessee, and then he received a death threat that they tried to correlate to one or both or all of us, that prevented him from going forth with his search efforts for the missing child. Yes, that one clue. Yeah. That's now no.
Wow.
Wow. interest in Seth and Tony too. Yeah, any plaintiff that didn't appear. I don't even know all of them, like that Christina O'Donnell woman. But we all got them on record. We got Nick on record admitting to which plaintiffs were not in the room, and then followed up with therefore they have no safety concerns. So that's all on record. I'm guessing too, Mike, and I'm guessing that they immediately run to places like TMZ to, one, get themselves some publicity, two, get ahead of the media frenzy that's about to go down, and, you know, profit off their own tragedy, which is interesting that Dog's not out here on like all these news networks like he was when it came to Sebastian's case. Why isn't he doing that now? I guess it's different when it's your own family's tragedy being exploited, huh? Sad.
You know, it's so dumb for Brittney to say that this doesn't change, that the hearing the other day didn't change anything, when the entire question that the RICO case was filed on was the idea that their safety was at risk in searching. And now that has been adjudicated off the table.
Yep. Isn't that amazing?
Amazing.
Amazing. But it makes no difference, y'all. It makes no difference. Then why the fuck did your people call for the hearing, Brittney? If it makes no difference. I'm so tired of these people downplaying every time they fucking lose something. Makes no difference. Makes no difference. Then why'd you fucking do it?
Yeah, the reason Dog hasn't found Sebastian is because he's still looking for Sean for Nicholas.
Right.
Or he's still looking for Nicholas for Sean.
Oh, yeah, because over here, it says cease and desist letters were sent out to social media users threatening and harassing individuals looking for missing Sumner County teen Sebastian Rogers. Dog the Bounty Hunter and Seth Rogers, Sebastian's biological father, said they've experienced online harassment and have seen the threats only increase. But miraculously, neither of them showed up for the hearing. Oh, $100,000 reward. They bring a social media team, they bring an investigative team, and they bring a legal team. And those are things that were all desperately needed. In addition to Dog's passion, the overall horsepower of his organization, the case has been amplified tenfold just in the last 2 weeks.
Who said there was no I in team?
Then we have, this is not the first rodeo for me finding a missing child, Dog Bounty Hunter said. We are working on every lead we can get. Nick the Hat and I are getting so many leads. There's cameras that we are now going after. But Dog said in less than a month of joining the search, they have received countless threats. It's really bad, Dog explained. I mean, they have threatened Seth's family and written letters to their employers, to their people, and that has got to stop. Amazingly, none of this was mentioned. People run their mouths, Seth expressed. There's keyboard warriors every day. They want to send death threats and things to people, but they are cowards. In response, the law offices of Joseph Lasniak represent At Night Productions, Dwayne Dog Chapman, Seth Rogers, Tony Mathis, and several others cite 11 reasons for the cease and desist letters. What Lasniak is doing is he is issuing cease and desist with a copy of a federal injunctions attached as a warning shot, Tony Mathis, spokesman for Seth Rogers, explained. What they are trying to do is not get people to quit talking about Sebastian. They're trying to get people to quit harassing and attacking the people that are intimately involved with the case. They've kind of taken over the airways and created a defamation campaign against my clients, attorney Joseph Lasniak stated, instead of keeping their eye on the real important thing here, which is finding this young man. This is amazing to me. I've never seen this one. According to law offices of Joseph Lasniak, some instances of interference are encouraging false allegations, flooding false leads, undermining reward credibility, interference with search operations, slander, and harassment. The letter continues, the letter I never received, by the way. This is not a game, if you run out and you've run out of chances. Simply put, if you want to keep talking, you can take the stand in court. Otherwise, refrain from this criminal behavior. I've never seen this. Have you? Have any of you?
I remember seeing it a while back, like at least a year ago.
Wow, this is
because I remember the last thing you just read, refraining from this criminal behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. This is crucial. The reader has 48 hours to comply or face an emergency injunction in federal court. Lasniak recommends that social media users explicitly state that they share their opinions, not facts. But if the opinion leads to someone's fiduciary or reputation loss, that can be defamation and an actionable item, Lasniak said. We believe that this happened. My opinion is, I allegedly... What type of fucking lawyers? Oh. This is what I've heard. Those type of words then clue listeners into, okay, this is not a fact. This is someone's opinion. They keep this issue at the forefront and make people remind them that it happened and is not going away. But he told News 2 that continued legal action will depend on the response from the letter recipients and what his clients ultimately decide. And then Dog says, I am the predator's predator. So they better watch out. This dog got rabies. They better watch what they do. That's a threat to me. That's a threat to all of you.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've never fucking heard this before.
I didn't remember that part. This dog got the rabies.
Yeah. And then he says, we are going to take every single one of these online troublemakers or bullies all the way to the woodshed legally. Oh. You feeling the warmth yet, Dog? Wow. Wow. Okay. I do not recall that one. Unless that's the one that was the news video, but they didn't add all of this in that video. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. They'll do that. They will just show, they'll transcribe a video and put it in their write-up, but they won't show all of it in the video. Yeah.
Yeah, because it is. Because look, it's right here.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a threat that he's a predator's predator and he's rabid and he fucking bites. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's some weirdo shit to say, but this is the one I remember. So yeah, they Caitlin Quisenberry, yup, she filled it in.
I was hoping for a positive outcome from this.
Since February, Seth Rogers has actively searched and advocated for his missing 15-year-old son, Sebastian Rogers. Sebastian went missing from his home in Hendersonville in February and has not been seen since. Earlier this month, Dwayne Chapman, better known as Dog the Bounty Hunter, and his team joined in on the search for Sebastian.
They bring an investigative team and they bring a legal team. And all of those things are things that were desperately needed.
Dog is also offering a $100,000 reward to anyone with information.
This is not the first rodeo for me finding a missing child.
But Dog and Seth say they have faced online threats that go beyond opinions.
It's really bad. I mean, they have threatened, Seth's family.
What Lesniak is doing is he is issuing cease and desists with a copy of the federal injunctions attached as a warning shot.
The law offices of Joseph Lesniak, representing Seth Rogers, Tony Mathis, and Dog the Bounty Hunter, as well as several other individuals, cites 11 reasons for the cease and desist letter. Some of the examples include the encouragement of false allegations, flooding of false leads, undermining reward credibility, and interference with the search operation. Lesniak says going forward, he recommends social media users explicitly state that they are sharing their opinion, not fact.
We believe. Do his own clients do such? They state everything as factual. They had facts that the Proudfoots killed Sebastian. Matter of fact, they factually put it on a fucking billboard. Amazingly, he had no response when I said to him, I was approached by a private intelligence group that works for the elite, worth $1 million to retain. Didn't respond then.
That this happened. My opinion is I allegedly, this is what I've heard. Those types of words then clue listeners into, okay, this is not fact. This is somebody's opinions.
Lesniak tells me continued legal action will be dependent on the response of the recipients and what his clients ultimately decide.
We are going to take every.
Did you receive a C&D clue? From this?
Seth?
Like from this litigation, from this attorney, Lesniak.
Well, I did receive an email to which I'm not dumb enough to open. I don't know if I did or not.
Okay, smart. I remember when he emailed my lawyer, telling my lawyer to give proof of service, and my lawyer said, I will not click any links that you send to me via email, nor will I be providing you with proof of service because it's not my burden to do so.
Yeah, they actually sent me something again in September, and the title of it was a proposal.
Oh.
And
you got a proposal.
Damn, BJ, even strangers proposing to me, motherfucker.
So what did you say the other day? The only thing Southern about you is your cholesterol.
I don't think I said that. That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, not like you at all.
But yeah, they sent me a proposal in September, and it contained a DocuSign link, and I'm like, yeah, nah, ain't clicking that, bitch. You want to serve me something? Find the address. It's out there.
Good for you. Oh, by the way, about a year ago, we started documenting a certain balloon lovers page. And I shit you not, there was over, I don't know the exact numbers of how many posts were made in regards to me. It was well over like 200, if I'm believing correctly. Matter of fact, the person that helped me do it could send it to me. But my name was mentioned on that person's channel over 1,000 fucking times. Like the whole wall was just Granny.
Are they obsessed? Are they obsessed?
Right. Are they obsessed or are they obsessed? I was going to type all that, but I didn't feel like typing it. So you never even opened up the proposal. That's really sweet that you received a proposal, though. How sweet. How sweet it is.
Well, just in case you're listening, the answer is no.
Yeah, you never received it. You never received an official cease and desist in the fucking mail by certified and or by a process server.
No. And I will say what's interesting is that's the one thing that's made me question certain other creators on this app. And if that was when there was a change of attitude.
Yeah. When suddenly it became Granny because of jurisdiction and not Clue because of out of state. That's what I think happened. Matter of fact, that's what I said to Lesniak when he asked me if I was in Western PA. I'm like, no, I'm in Delaware County. That's when you realize you had jurisdiction over me.
What I'm talking about is September of 25.
Oh, yeah, that's when it changed. September of 25 is when Brittney reached out to At Night, and suddenly I was on their radar. That's the exact timeline.
Oh, I thought that was 24.
What?
Wait, what? Would it have been 24? I think you're right. I'm all confused now.
And they sent all this shit out.
Yeah, but that proposal was 25.
Right.
It was like a whole fucking year later.
No shit. And you
right,
never
right. And that's what I'm telling you. When a certain other creator on here all of a sudden found, well, even up to last night being in BJ's chat and stuff, right? That's why I wonder if I wasn't the only person sent this proposal and one idiot took it.
No shit. So just recently, just like 3-4 months back.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. They sent me that.
Was that before or after a particular person went for filming?
A
little bit before that, wasn't it?
Think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It was not 24, bro. This was like in 25, like months ago. Just a few months ago, I was sent something else by Lesniak, and it was titled a proposal. but it was a DocuSign link. And I'm like, I ain't clicking shit, you motherfucker send me, bro. You want to
Well-
give me paperwork, send it in the fucking mail.
If
Interesting.
And it just makes me wonder if that's not what made, you know, snakes snake, if you get what I mean.
Right. That would man, that would hurt.
I couldn't tell you what the proposal says because I didn't click it.
But interesting to know. Is there any other creators? Was there comments about 3 or 4 creators have reached out to Nick for convos? Who was the 3 who talked to him as soon as he started this bullshit? I remember that.
I texted him. I mean, I have no shame in telling that. I texted him right when I saw it on X because I thought he was like legitimate, right? And I had
Oh, yeah, when
texted
he first
him.
came along, yeah.
Right. And I mean, I put my fucking text messages up on the screen, right? It like literally showed everyone. But then I started hearing in the background, like he was in the whole Cavalcante thing, blah, blah, blah. So I just left it alone. Never messaged him back.
Unbelievable.
Thank God.
That's very interesting.
Could Ellie or PI open that email? No, if I was her, I wouldn't click anything either.
No, I ain't clicking shit in it.
But that's also after their plaintiffs took you for an RO. Isn't it? Yeah, because that was summertime. Because I was driving home from the shore, and I was trying to get you to tell me to fucking in. I'm like, bitch, I'm driving. Tell me, did you win or not? I remember I was so anxiously. I actually pulled over to sit at a little diner waiting for you to go live because I didn't want to drive as I was hearing the news. Like I wanted to be able to like celebrate with you. So I took a pit stop and waited.
It was like September, wasn't it, when all that RO stuff happened?
No, it couldn't have been September. Maybe August. It could have been September. Was it September?
I'm trying to find it.
It couldn't have been October. I wouldn't have been down the shore in October. And I don't know. I particularly remember. Was it October? Would I have been down the shore in October?
I'm pretty sure.
Fuck. I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I originally was thinking October myself, and then I changed it to September, but
listen, I know there's rumors that Jay slept with JLR, but I can assure you they're not true. And JLR is not even associated with that night anymore. I mean, he was at one point. He's not now.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe that. I don't believe that.
Yeah, that was a dumb rumor started by Betty. That's how little people care about you, Brittney. We don't even remember when you tried to take somebody to fucking court.
It also goes to show how internet time goes.
Yeah. It was September. It was September.
It was
September that you were served, so it would have went into October.
Oh my gosh.
I word searched to find it. So September 28th is whatever. It was around the end of September, so early October. Interesting. October 2nd-ish. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But that isn't too late to go down to the shore, is it?
No, it's not really, but usually I'm not there. I must have been closing up or something because usually at that time I'm done with it. But it's interesting to know that around the same time that Brittney was filing ROs against Chloe and Cletus and sending out C&Ds to all of us, except for, the people that didn't get one, they also sent out a proposal.
Yeah. Cash, JLR used to work closely with Nick. They used to work at the same company.
Yeah, at Night Media.
Yeah.
Yeah. In words of Jesse Stone, if you don't like the answer you're getting, check your premises. Oh, you know what else? Because when I met Nick and Hong and JLR during Danilo Cavalcante, Hong and JLR gave me their business cards, which were the same fucking card. Matter of fact, I still have Hong's, which was it was media. It was At Night Media. And when you looked up the address, it wasn't an actual building. It was like an alleyway in Philly. But I have to find that card because it says what position Hong is in the company on that card. I forgot I have that.
So Runs with Scissors, it was actually YC News, and which stands like Delicate Titanium says, your content. They've changed the name of that.
No, it was young. No, it was Young.
Well, they change it all the time.
Yeah, but YC was definitely, it wasn't your content. It was Young Constituents or whatever it's called.
But
right?
But I've seen it both ways.
Like the same way they changed right now from this
Yeah.
article saying At Night Productions to now it's At Night Private Intelligence Agent, and then it was At Night Intelligence, and now it's okay. I see.
Yes. Yep. Because they've
that's
been,
why, Laura. That
they've
makes
been
sense.
At Night Production, At Night Management, At Night Intelligence, At Night Private Intelligence, At Night Intel, At Night Up Your Ass.
Yeah, what is their current one? At Night.
It was sent September 2nd, 2025
At 8:57.
at 8:57 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
8:57
I'm so
a.m.
proud of my memory.
And when did we get the cease and desist?
September 18th.
Wow.
They were drafted on September 10th.
You're right. Yep. Mm.
No, Cosby's not dead. Salty Mamas. Not quite yet.
Yeah, that's what it was. At Night Creative.
Right
Yeah.
now.
Now maybe you are. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Lynn.
I'm sorry. Right now they are At Night Creative Intelligence.
Yeah, now I get what you guys are saying. That's wild, man.
I think that somebody was terrified of losing their channel and they took the bait. And so they're out here now simping for BJ. Sell out much.
Man, that would be so disheartening. October 2nd was the like around the hearing time, not when she was served or when Brittney first filed the ROs. Which is wild if you put this all in perspective. It's literally fucking insane. So they're sending out proposals, yet they still have all of you listed as does in their fucking documents.
Well, I've named it.
Yeah. You're considered one of the 50 does.
They could have just left me named Doe 77. I'm just saying.
They even put recent documents. They put Doe J, and then Julia Valente took to the stand and testified and kept bringing up J in it.
That doesn't shock me. But I have no idea what the fucking proposal was because, again, I'm not stupid enough to open anything that you fucking send me, bro.
No.
This bitch was not born yesterday.
Yeah.
And legally, I don't have to. So
no,
They're not used to dealing with people who don't need anything from them.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, Granny, I got to drop. Is she gone? I think she left. I heard her desk.
She gone.
I was
Been
just
gone.
thinking. No, I was just thinking because Nick just brought up Florida FBI.
Huh?
But he also brought up Tennessee FBI, New York FBI, and I forget who else.
Well, honey, if you're sending the FBI to this house, you could stand in line behind Dark Horse. White Pony. Sorry.
AKA reality wins. We know it's you, bitch. Your reaction does not match the accusation.
Well, it's
Yeah, I'm just
interesting it's interesting because someone had said that Nana jumped up on the Queens last night and said that she's not Dark Horse. Her name is not, she knows Reality's name. I guess it's not Rachel, but yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
the way she said that. But Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The punishment did not fit the crime.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for coming up, Clue. But I just wrote to you in back chat first. When did that was previously there from my understanding. Is my lawyer going to request this news article be removed? No, we're going to use it against them.
Yeah, it's not the news article that's defaming her, it's the words that were quoted from the speakers.
Right.
That defamed her.
Yeah. Reality is a parody. Reality is definitely a parody.
She is her own walking satire parody.
Show is.
Yeah.
Clue, you still there? Answer me.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Oh, I wrote in the back chat to you.
Oh, my bad.
She just always
Yeah, I am.
All right. Thank you.
But it's not on, you know what I mean? Here.
Yeah.
I can't, unfortunately.
Oh, give me.
Do what? I'm sorry.
Put
What'd
the
you
link
say?
in the back. Put the link in the back.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Just sitting here committing RICO right in front of y'all.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's how slick we are with it. We just do it right before everybody.
RICO predicate. And I'm a witness.
And I'm a witness.
You're now an accomplice.
Subpoena me, bitches.